always merciful and giver of life. We humbly ask that you bless each one of us, from the speakers, program committees, guests, and participants. Guide us to make better decisions as we incorporate what we will learn throughout this activity. Thank you for the infinite blessings and countless opportunities. Lord, today as we start our activity, may we always be grateful to learn new things. Shed the light of your wisdom and bless each one, especially our speakers, as they will share their knowledge to us. Through your mercy and grace, may peace and utmost understanding shine and dwell unto us. Almighty God, accompany each one and help us concentrate for us to gain more knowledge as we listen attentively. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Kamusta na kayo? It's a beautiful weekend. Siya nga pala, yung mga iba na may questions na bakit walang audio, kung cellular phone po ang gamit nyo, dun po sa baba, paki-click nyo po yung join with audio. Click nyo lang yung screen, tapos lalabas yung join with audio. Pag ewan ko kung naririnig nyo ako, basta join with audio para marinig nyo. Pag di nyo clinic yun, puro video lang makikita nyo. Ayun, wala daw sound. Anyway. Okay, isang magandang umaga. Alam nyo mga kaibigan, you're all here because you want to know how World Connect can open doors to your future. Paano ba natin magagawa ito na ang World Connect ay magbubukas ng pinto? Paano ba ang World Connect pwedeng maging visa to a better future? Ayan mga kaibigan. So, let's start, no? Today, pag-uusapan natin is just one country, Canada. If you want to learn about the other countries, we have another orientation for that, no? Kasi yung para sa Australia and New Zealand. But today, pag-uusapan natin is Canada. So, mga kaibigan, ayan, may pumapasok pa. Left side sa baba, ayan. Okay. Anyways, so alam nyo ang World Connect po mga kaibigan, meron tayong programa, no? Meron tayong tinatawag na Learn, Earn, Live. Ito po ang ating programa para sa ating mga kababayan, no? Ito po ang visa na pinakamabilis. Wala pong visa na mas mabilis dito, no? Kahit kayo ay magpa-express entry, yung iba diyan ilang buwan na, ilang taon na hindi pa rin nakakapag-express entry. Pero ang Learn, Earn, Live, kapag nakumpleto nyo po ang mga dokumento ninyo, pag nakumpleto ninyo ang mga requirements at na-file natin ito, within 60 to 90 days, meron na pong sagot ang embassy. Ano? So yan po ang kagandahan ng Learn, Earn, Live program. Alam niyo mga kaibigan ng World Connect, hindi tayo yung agency na kahapon lang sinibol, no? We've been around since 2007, no? Yan po ang aming Certificate of Incorporation sa Securities and Exchange Commission. Ibig sabihin po, matibay na po ang kalagayan ng World Connect dahil 15 years na po kami sa industriya. 15 years, libo na po mga Pilipino, no? Ang aming napadala sa Canada since 2007. Mga kaibigan, wala pong agency na mas malaki pa po sa amin na 100% Filipino-owned. Marami pong ibang agency dyan, no? Yung mga iba na malalaki rin, may mga owners sila na Singaporean, owners na Australian, may mga partners sila na taga-ibang bansa. Kami po, 100% Filipino. Sino ba ang tatangkilikin natin? Hindi ba ang kapwa nating Pilipino, yung 100% Filipino-owned? Bira mo, lumaki kami na the biggest agency in the Philippines nang walang partner na dayuhan, sariling sikap ng mga Pilipino. Sa sobrang ganda ng ating serbisyo, sobrang tama ng ating pamamalakad, ay mga kliyente mismo namin ang sumuporta, nagbigay ng iba pang kliyente, nag-refer ng kamag-anak, nag-refer ng kaibigan. Kaya po lumaki kami ng 12 branches in the Philippines. Wala pong agency sa Pilipinas na merong 12 branches nationwide. Wala po. Kami lang po ang nag-iisa na mula norte, excuse me, mula norte hanggang Mindanao ay covered po natin. At hindi lang yan, meron pa tayong 2 branches, no? Meron pa tayong isang branch sa London at isang branch sa Auckland, New Zealand, kung saan naman ako, no? Kasi ako po ay taga Auckland, New Zealand. So yan po ang kagandahan ng World Connect. Para kang nakasandal sa pader, matibay na pader, mga kaibigan. Yung ibang mga agency, mag-ingat po kayo. Alam naman natin na may mga nai-scam, lalo na ngayong pandemya. Paano pa tayo uusad niyan kung hindi niyo alam kung bukas makalawa, wala na yung agency na pinuntahan nyo kasi iisa lang ang opisina nila, or yung opisina nila sa isang maliit na lugar na hindi mo maintindihan kung ano. Dito po sa amin, mga proper buildings po ito, no? Mga proper branches po, 12 branches nationwide. At saka one sa London, one sa Auckland. Hindi po mahirap hanapin ang World Connect because we are everywhere. We are here to represent you. Iyan po, mga kaibigan. Next slide. Ang World Connect din po ay recognized po ng mga bansa na pinapadalahan namin ng mga kliyente. Bigyan ko yung example. No? Sa amin sa New Zealand, no? Kami po ay recognized agency ng aming Ministry of Education through the public arm called ENZA, no? Education New Zealand. Ito po ang nagre-regulate sa mga students, nagre-regulate sa mga agency, nagre-regulate sa mga kurso, at nagtatakda ng
Ayan, good morning everyone. Nawala ata ang audio ni Sir Jovit. Ayan. Sige, let's continue, guys. So we are recognized by ENSRA. That's under the New Zealand government. Hi, Sir Jovit, are you in?
Ayun, nawala ako. Paputol-putol yung aking internet. Andiyan na ba ako? Can you see me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, you're in, Sir Jovit.
Hello?
We can hear you.
So yung Okay. So yan po ang yan po ang kagandahan ng partnership sa kanila. Tinagkakatiwalaan nila kami. Minsan po meron kami yung mga tinatawag na education expo, no? We do things together. Yan po ang tiwala sa atin ng New Zealand government. Next slide. Okay. At saka worldwide po, no? Kami rin po ay kilala buong mundo kasi po meron kaming samahan, yung Global Network of Education Agencies, no, yung ICEF, no. Yan ang isa sa kagandahan kung bakit World Connect ang dapat niyong kunin, kasi po buong mundo po kilala po kami, nag-a-attend po tayo ng mga seminars, up to date po tayo sa mga bagong trends at saka sa kung ano-ano man na makakatulong sa ating mga kliyente. Okay, so alam niyo mga kaibigan, ang ano ba ang serbisyo ng World Connect? Pag-usapan natin. Dati-rati po, nakakaikot po kami sa buong Pilipinas, no? Nagbibigay po kami ng mga seminar, nakakapag-talks kami. At saka ang serbisyo po natin kasi yung tinatawag natin na Learn, Earn, Live program. Pero ang ating mga kliyente, mga kaibigan, hindi lang naman learn, earn ang kanila talagang gusto, di ba? Yung live part, ano ba yung live? Yan yung punto na gusto nyo nang magstay doon permanently. Yung bang ayaw nyo nang umalis ng Canada, ayaw nyo nang umalis doon. Gusto nyo maging permanent resident. Hindi po mangyayari yan kung wala pong abogado ng imigrasyon. Alam niyo po yung ibang mga agency, kaya nila po kayong ilaban doon sa tinatawag na learn, di ba? Pwede nga doon sa earn. Pero yung live, hindi na nila kaya kayong ilaban doon dahil wala silang mga abogado. Ang World Connect po, Learn, Earn, Live. Kompleto po kahit graduate na kayo, kahit nagtatrabaho na kayo. Kung gusto niyo maging permanent resident, gusto niyo maging citizen, kaya namin kayong ilakad sapagkat meron kaming abogado, si Earl Francis Dakara. Yan po. Isa po siya sa pinakasikat na Pilipinong abogado doon sa Canada. Siya po ang maglalakad ng inyong mga papeles. Siya po ang magbubusisi ng inyong mga papeles. At siya rin po ang mag-aasikaso ng pag-file ng inyong mga papeles. Ano ba ang advantage ng merong abogado? Sapagkat mahirap po, masalimuot po ang mga batas ng imigrasyon. Dapat walang mali. Merong mga puntos. Kung pag-aaral ninyo, may kaakibat na puntos. Yung pag-aaral ninyo may kaakibat na puntos yun. Yung edad nyo may kaakibat na puntos. Yung pag-work ninyo may kaakibat na puntos. Lagi pong may puntos yan. Yung magko-collate niyan, yung magsasabi sa inyo na ready na natin i-file ito, ano yung mga kailangan na dokumento, yan po si Earl Francis Dakara sapagkat abogado po siya doon sa Canada. Okay ba mga kaibigan? Under the law kasi ang pwede lang mag-file niyan talaga ay yung abogado na recognized, na lisensyado ng Canadian government. Okay? So pag-usapan naman natin mga kaibigan, ano ba ang gagawin natin? Tayo po talaga, ulitin ko po, dumadaan po tayo sa Learn, Earn, Live program. Learn, Earn, Live. One sentence po yan. Magkakapit po yung learn sa earn, sa live. Hindi po ito learn lang, earn lang, o live lang. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin pwedeng hiwalayin. So hindi po kami recruitment agency. Yung recruitment agency kasi, pwede yan dun sa earn lang. Kasi, di ba, pwede mong ihiwala yan. Hindi mo kailangan mag-learn. Di ba? Pero, ano ba ang pinagkaiba ng World Connect sa isang recruitment agency? Sa isang recruitment agency po, nakakabit po ang visa ninyo doon sa employer, mga kaibigan. Ibig sabihin, kapag kayo po ay na-finish contract, kapag kayo po ay nabulilyaso, or kapag kayo po ay umayaw doon sa doon sa inyong employer, finish contract na kayo or canceled contract na kayo, babalik na kayo sa Pilipinas. Pero dito po sa amin, dahil hindi kami employment agency, hindi kami employment agency, ulitin ko hindi kami employment agency, ang visa ninyo ay open ang work rights. Ibig sabihin, kahit every week kayo magpalit ng employer, pwede. Hindi maapektuhan ang inyong visa. Okay ba yun mga kaibigan? Hindi maaapektuhan ang visa nyo kahit every week kayo magpalit ng employer. Sabihin nyo sa employer mo, boss, I resign kasi nai-stress ako sa pagmumukha mo. Okay lang yun. Hindi maapektuhan ang iyong visa. Okay ba yun mga kaibigan? Hindi katulad sa employer relationship, yung employer visa. No? Kung gusto nyo ng recruitment agency, pumunta kayo sa POEA at marami silang employment agency doon. No? Okay. So mga kaibigan, maliwanag po yan, hindi po kami employment agency. Ngayon, madali ba maghanap ng trabaho doon? Napakadali po. Within 1 week, matagal na po yung 2 weeks, magkakaroon ka ng trabaho. No? Ngayon, ano ba ang mga ginagawa ng World Connect? Ano ba serbisyo? Dati po, bago magpandemya, nakakaikot po kami sa buong Pilipinas. Nagko-conduct po kami ng mga seminars, mga orientation sa mga hotel, sa mga convention center. Maganda yung face-to-face. Siyempre, may karinyo yun. Merong rapport yung ating relasyon pag face-to-face. Inabot tayo ng pandemya. Hindi naman natin sinasadya na abutin tayo ng pandemya. Pero ang World Connect po, pinapanghalagahan namin ang inyong kalusugan at syempre kalusugan din namin. So tayo ay nagzo-Zoom orientation pero pareho lang naman ang impormasyon na ibibigay namin sa inyo. After the orientation, libre po itong orientation, magkakaroon tayo ng assessment. Libre din po ang assessment, libre ang konsultasyon. Bakit? Kasi po, yung pong circumstances sa buhay ni Alvin, iba po sa circumstances sa buhay ni Rex o kaya ni Carmela, di ba? Or ni Maris. Magkakaiba tayo ng circumstances sa buhay. Ibig sabihin, magkaiba ang edad ni Jovit kesa kay Alvin. Magkaiba ang pinag-aralan ni Carmela kesa kay Rex. Magkaiba ang family status ni Maris kesa kay Kathy. Ibig sabihin mga kaibigan, wala pong one size fits all para sa consultation. So hindi po deporma yan na ilalagay na lang ang pangalan ninyo. Hindi po ganyan yan. What we do is we analyze ang inyong work experience, kung meron, ang inyong academic experience, at ang inyong age and family background. Lahat po yan minubusisi natin. No? Binubusisi po natin yan isa-isa. Libre po ito. Pero kanino nyo ba ipapadala ang inyong assessment? Ang tanong, sino ba ang nagpadala sa inyo dito ng Zoom link? Kung sino po ang nagpadala sa inyo ng Zoom link, yun po ang papadalahan ninyo ng resume ninyo. Bakit tinawag na resume? Kasi maiksi lang po. Hindi po yan curriculum vitae na makapal. Kailangan makita natin dyan yung work experience niyo, yung educational background niyo, yung family status niyo, kung ilan na anak niyo, may asawa ba kayo, so on and so forth. Kung mag-asawa kayo, I always suggest bigay niyo na yung resume ninyong dalawang mag-asawa. Bakit? Para makita natin kung balak niyo kasing umalis bilang pamilya, maganda na yung nakikita natin kung sino ang mas qualified na principal applicant. Ikaw ba o yung asawa mo? No? Yan po ang gagawin natin. Libre po ang consultation na ito. Napaka-importante po nito. So uulitin ko, huwag niyo pong intindihin kung ano ang branch na pinakamalapit sa inyo. Ang intindihin niyo po kung sino ang nagpadala sa inyo ng Zoom link para sa orientation na ito at doon nyo ipapadala ang inyong resume. Maliwanag po mga kaibigan, okay? Kasi po mamaya sa question and answer, maraming tao dyan, tatanungin na naman kung kanino ipapadala ang resume. Ayan, so inulit-ulit ko na po mga kaibigan, tayo po ay papadala natin ang resume natin sa kung sino ang nagpadala ng Zoom link. Ayan, okay, tuloy-tuloy po tayo. Yung assessment po, wag niyo pong mamadaliin kasi marami po tayong ina-assess dahil twice a week tayong nag-orientation, no? So, pag nagpadala kayo ngayon, huwag niyo namang expect na 20 minutes later may sagot na kagad sa inyo. Ngayon, may mga iba sa inyo sasabihin sa akin, hindi ko naman alam ang email address nung nagpadala sa akin kasi na-chat ko lang doon sa Facebook. Tanungin niyo po yung ka-chat ninyo sa Facebook, tanungin niyo kung ano ang kanilang email address and they will be more than happy to give you their name and their email address. Okay ba yun mga kaibigan? Balikan nyo po yung ka-chat nyo sa Facebook na taga World Connect at bibigay nila ang kanilang email address. Kami rin po ang magli-liaison sa mga overseas partners namin, no? Yung mga schools na partners namin, yung mga institution na partners namin, wala na po kayong iisipin pa na mga papeles, sino tatawagan, no? Katulad dito, no? Meron tayong UCW, no? So kami na pong bahalang humingi ng mga papeles dahil marami pong papeles na kaakibat yung pag-file. Hindi lang po manggagaling sa inyo o sa Pilipinas yung mga papeles, no? Manggagaling din po 'yan sa Canada, no? So kami na po, kayo sitting pretty lang, matulog kayo, have peace of mind. Kami po ang bahala sa inyo, no? World Connect will do the legwork for you. Tapos mga kaibigan, may mga training din yan, no? May mga filing sa embassy. Kami na magfa-file sa embassy, no? So pero tandaan nyo to, bago nating i-file sa embassy, kailangan maganda mga training natin kasi baka mamaya tawagin kayo sa interview. Syempre, kailangan na training namin kayo dun sa tinatawag na mock interview para kailangan pulido mga sagot nyo. Tuturo namin sa inyo kung ano yung mga posibilidad na itanong sa inyo, ano yung mga dapat nyong isagot at paano nyo ito dapat sagutin. Yan. Tapos syempre, kung kayo'y aalis na, meron din kami mga training, yung tinatawag natin na pre-departure orientation. No? At meron din kaming mga training para sa pagsulat, no, ng mga study plan. Lahat po yan dito po sa World Connect, kasama po sa investment ninyo, yung tinatawag natin na mga training. Okay mga kaibigan? Okay ba yon, ha? So dito in World Connect, you are in good hands, sitting pretty lang mga kaibigan. Pati pag-arrive ninyo doon, we will arrange pick-up sa airport. Siyempre, hindi namin papabayaan na magmukha kayong basang sisiw na hindi nyo malaman kung saan kayo pupunta. We will make sure na yung travel arrangements nyo, yung settlement arrangements nyo, yung accommodations nyo, yung pick-up nyo, pati yung pagbukas ng bank account, lahat po yan i-guide namin kayo. Yan po ang kagandahan sa World Connect. Hindi lang po kayo kliyente, magiging kapamilya namin kayo, magiging miyembro kayo ng Barangay World Connect. Alam nyo mga kaibigan, ang aming mga kliyente, nagiging parte na po ng pamilya namin. Kasi po sa World Connect, lifetime po, uulitin ko, lifetime po ang ating relasyon. Mamaya, i-explain pa po sa inyo ng aming CEO kung bakit lifetime ang ating relationship. No? Yan ang kagandahan po sa World Connect. So mga kaibigan, I hope naliwanagan kayo kung ano ang mga serbisyo namin sa World Connect at bakit World Connect ang magbubukas ng pinto sa inyong kinabukasan. Okay ba yon mga kaibigan? I hope you guys stay tuned kasi marami pa tayong pag-uusapan. Meron pa tayong mga bakit kailangan ng mag-aral doon. Mga kaibigan, tandaan nyo to. Huwag kayong mangimi na huwag kayong matakot doon sa sinasabing mag-aaral, doon sa learn. Bakit? Sa Pilipinas po kasi, mag-aaral ka 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. Napakamasalimuot. Hindi na po natin kaya yan dahil may edad na po tayo, no? Pero doon po sa Canada, mag-aaral kayo 2 or 3 days a week lang. Minsan 3 hours a week lang, a day lang. Minsan 4 hours a day lang. Minsan nga 2 hours a day lang. Hindi po yan katulad sa Pilipinas na inaapi natin ang ating mga estudyante, no? Ha? Dito, balanse ang buhay. May oras kayo sa sarili. May oras kayo magtrabaho. May oras kayo mag-aral. It's the work, study, living balance. Balanse po lahat yan. Kailangan may oras ka rin. Kung dala mo pamilya mo, kailangan may oras ka rin sa pamilya mo. No stress po ito, mga kaibigan. Tandaan niyo po, marami na po, libo-libo na po pinadala namin sa Canada. No? Lahat sila successful, mga kaibigan. Kung kaya nila, kaya niyo rin. Okay, to turn over ko kayo kay Carmela.
Recording in progress.
Thank you so much, Sir Jovet. Ayan po. I'm sure maraming natutunan po ang ating mga participants this morning. Thank you, Sir Jovet. Babalikan po tayo, Sir Jovet, later. So let's move forward to our next topic, which is the reason. Bakit namin pinopromote ang international education or student visa? And ano ba yung mga features na to? So let's talk about visa and documentation, guys. By the way, I'm Carmela. I'm from Manila branch. Hello sa mga taga Manila po dyan. Alright. So bakit nga po namin pinopromote ang student visa? And bakit student visa? There are 4 main reasons. Number 1, any qualification is accepted. Even if you are a K-12 graduate, you're an undergraduate, you're a professional, you have a master program already, you have you're married, no? Kahit nurse, engineer, kahit anong background, any qualification is accepted. But of course, we have to assess, no? Kaya po magsasubmit kayo ng resume or CV sa amin para ma-assess po natin yung qualification ninyo. All right? So any qualification is accepted. Reason number 2, no age limit. There's no particular age limit. Kahit po check nyo po sa official website po yan ng immigration, there's no particular age limit kung gusto nyo pong mag-apply ng student visa. But of course, you have to explain. If you're 40 years old already, you have to explain bakit ka mag-aaral ulit. So there's what we call study plan. So ituturo po namin sa inyo kung paano gawin yon. So we have a training for that once you're a World Connect client na po. Reason number 3, fastest processing. So you can get your visa from 30 to 60 days. Kayang-kaya po natin yan i-control. Yung pag-submit nyo po sa amin ng requirements, ng mga documents, kontrolado nyo po yan. So kami po, ihingin lang po namin sa inyo yung mga kailangan na documents. And then also, this is based din sa database namin or sa mga kliyente namin, no? Some of them, nakukuha nila yung visa nila in 30 days, in may iba po 15 days pa. But this is depending po sa visa officer na nag-handle po ng inyong application. So, kontrolado nyo po yung pag-submit sa amin ng requirements. If you have the initial requirements already, you can start the process. Reason number 4, no experience required. So I've mentioned if you're K-12 graduate, wala kang experience, that's fine. So i-explain mo lang further bakit mag-aaral po doon. Those are the 4 main reasons, guys. So features of student visa. Karamihan sa mga tanong dito. Number 1 question. Ayan. So, can I work? So, yan yung mga question. Di ba nasabi naman po ni Sir Jovit that you are allowed to work. Yun yung kagandahan sa visa na to. Yes, ang sagot po dyan. So, ano bang feature neto? You can work 20 hours per week if you're holding a student visa. If you're holding a student visa or study permit. You can work full-time during vacation and holidays, guys. And another question sa mga married dito, no? And kahit yung may common law partner, live-in partner, pwede po. So, can you bring your spouse and children? The answer is yes. You may apply for a family reunification. So, pwede po kayong sabay mag-apply once the primary applicant, which is the student, kapag nakakuha na siya ng letter of acceptance, no, nakapag-settle na sa school, okay na tayo sa school, we can proceed sa visa application. And then, if gusto niyo pong sabay-sabay, po pwede po. If gusto naman po na mauna muna yung primary applicant sa Canada, pwede rin po na after 6 months or 1 year, sumunod yung partner or yung spouse, and children or dependents. Yun yung mga dependents po ng student. So pwede po. Ang kagandahan dito sa next question is pwede pong magtrabaho si spouse or si partner ng full-time. Okay, so the answer to this is yes. In Canada, your spouse can get an open work permit or tinatawag na OWP. So you can your spouse or partner can work full-time, o 'di ba? So si student nagtatrabaho din si partner or si spouse. Okay? All right. So that's it for the second topic, guys. Balik ko kayo kay Sir Jobit. Sir Jobit.
Hello! Ayun, andito na naman tayo. Alam niyo mga kaibigan, kailangan na ng salamin. Alam niyo mga kaibigan, baka sabihin niyo World Connect lang ang nagsasalita rito. Let me introduce one of our students para personal niyang maikwento sa inyo ang kanyang mga experiences. Mga kaibigan, ano ba yan? Tanggalin nyo nga muna yung PowerPoint. Yan. Para makita natin yung ating speaker. I-ready nyo na yan. Name si Ryan Paul Sino. Siya po ay, sabi ko nga sa inyo, marami kaming branches. Siya po ay napadala ng ating CDO branch. Ryan, are you there? Yan ba si Ryan?
Yes po, I'm here.
Hi Ryan, kamusta? You know, gwapo talaga. Ngiti pa lang. Ayan na, panalo na. Kamusta na Ryan?
Hello po, Sir Jobel. I'm good.
Mukhang malamig dyan
Yeah, it is indeed. Sobrang lamig dito. Ngayon kasi medyo snowstorm sa labas. So kaya nga
yes,
medyo malamig.
ang northern side, lalo na sa eastern side, kahit sa US, malaki ang snowstorm. Sa amin sa New Zealand, summer, baliktad Oh, Ryan, gaano katagal ka na ba dyan? Kwento mo naman, gaano katagal ka na dyan?
Yeah, actually I'm here just like almost a month na.
Wow.
I came here last January 26.
Good,
Almost
good,
a month.
Kita mo? So kahit pandemya, nakaalis ka.
Yeah, actually I can share something with my experience pagpunta dito because it's very interesting. And I believe it is one good opportunity for me also to share this experience kasi actually, to be honest with you, Sir Jobet, I am supposed to travel like January 12th.
Mm-hmm.
My travel is supposed to be January 12th. And unfortunately, I got a positive result sa COVID.
Ayun lang. No?
Yeah. So, but I was so scared, frightened kung anong mangyari. But you know what? Really, God is doing His best for me to come here. And you know what? Doon pa lang sa pagproseso. Yeah, pagproseso.
Pag mag-pray ka, talagang bubukas ang pinto.
Yeah, actually, I never expect to be here. It was really a dream come true para sa akin, Sir Job. But because financially, all of that, all the other concerns are really so heavy for me. But unfortunately, God is always with me. And through World Connect, I was able to be here. And this is really, I'm now really living my dream here in Canada.
Nagwa-work ka na ba dyan?
Actually, since I came here just like almost a month ago, I'm currently like sending my resumes to, I'm applying kasi for accounting positions, part-time accounting positions.
Accounting, I see. So, accountant ka pala, accountant.
Yeah, in the Philippines, I'm an accountant.
Background mo?
Yes po, sa Philippines.
Ano ba ang course mo diyan? Ano ba ang course?
Yeah, actually, I'm taking up e-commerce and online business management at Rivas Institute at Montreal. Sa Montreal.
Kasi ngayon, uso na lahat ngayon, e-commerce, tayo nag-i-orientation, Zoom lang. Di ba? Puro internet na ang ginagamit ngayon.
Yeah, actually, I do believe this.
Single ka ba o kasama mo pamilya mo dyan? Ano ba? Married ka ba? Single o divorced o...
Actually, single. So sa mga nanonood dyan na pupunta dito, single po si Paul Ryan single. Just kidding. I'm
Diyan ka
single
na
but I'm living with my... Yeah,
Diyan ka
I'm
na
living with
maghahanap
my
ng asawa.
sister. Hopefully, Sir John.
Saang city ka ba?
Currently, andito ako sa sister ko nakatira sa Drummondville,
I see.
Quebec.
So,
Ano lang, 1 hour and a half to my school sa Montreal. And currently online pa naman, so I'm doing like online class.
Okay, galing. So alam ko sa Montreal, masarap ang mga pagkain diyan, mga European French cuisine. Di ba? At saka
Sobra.
mura lang ang, alam mo sa Canada, makakabili ka ng $1 na burger sa McDonald's, di ba? Sa Pilipinas, wala kang mabibili na 1 peso burger eh. Diyan ang bawat dollar mo may mabibili ka, di ba? Oh. Alam mo, kinukwento ko nga sa mga tao, kahit minimum wage lang ang sahod mo, kahit na minimum wage, no? Sa Canada, abay, kaya mong kumain ng sosyal. Alam mo yung mga Wagyu steak sa Pilipinas, 10,000 pesos ang kilo. So kung 540 ang minimum wage sa Pilipinas, kailan ka pa makakakain ng Wagyu steak? 10,000 ang isang kilo. Samantalang sa Canada, sabihin natin ang kinikita mo $15 isang oras, ang Wagyu steak nasa $60 lang ang isang steak. So ibig sabihin, 3 oras ka lang magtrabaho, Wagyu steak na kinakain mo. Tama ba?
Yeah, actually, I have one good example with that kasi just like kahapon lang siguro, nasabi ko sa ate ko, oh, this cheesecake is so expensive in the Philippines and like na parang hindi mo mabibili ba? Pero dito parang normal lang. Paborito ko kasi yung cheesecake and I was like, wow, sobrang ano dito, most especially sa Montreal. I believe in Quebec province and Montreal is one of the medyo cheap siya sa area amongst all the
So
Canada.
ibig sabihin, kahit 1 oras ka lang magtrabaho, kaya mo nang pakainin yung sarili mo ng 4 na araw, 5 araw, 1 oras. Sa Pilipinas, yung minimum wage ng 1 araw, hirap ka pang pagkasyahin para pakainin ang pamilya. Tama ba?
Ang hirap. Yeah, ang hirap. Ang hirap. Ang bumili ng cheesecake ng 1 araw sa Pilipinas.
Oo, at saka siyempre, kasi 540 ang kinikita mo. Sabihin natin, Manila rate, ikaw, provincial rate, CDO, di ba? Pero kung Manila rate, 540, pupunta ka nang bibili ka ng cheesecake, yung isang slice, 240 na, kalahati na. Binawasan ka pa ng SSS, binawasan ka pa ng Pag-ibig, ng PhilHealth, tapos pamasahe mo pa, wala nang naiwan.
Tama.
O anong mapapayo mo ngayon sa ating mga tagapakinig dito sa orientation natin?
Yeah, actually my advice to you guys to not be frightened with whatever challenges na you will be facing. Actually, sa totoo lang guys, let's just be honest. Tama yung sinabi ni Sir Jovet. To be honest with you, I'm in the first place, parang natatakot ako, Sir Jovet, to invest in World Connect kasi di ko pa kilala eh. I mean, diba, most especially pandemic, ganito, mga situations, and you're scared to trust to someone, like most especially with regards to dealing with money. And now you are here, guys. You are here facing World Connect, and I believe these people will really help you achieve your dream. And most especially if you have God with you, definitely everything will be possible. Sasabihin ko sa inyo, I have so much struggle, most especially financially. Though I am an accountant in the Philippines, and yeah, I work in a private institution, but the financial requirement for me is so heavy. But to be honest with you, if you just believe in God and if you put efforts to your dream, you work for it. You don't just like ask for the Lord for it. You have to work for it. And definitely through World Connect as well, they will really manage to help you on how to find ways for you to be really fit in this dream that you have. And then especially doon sa Sir Jobet, paggawa ng mga study plan, ganyan. I've been having like finding a difficulty, most especially in my time back in the Philippines. I work as an accountant, at the same time finance, so I don't really have a time to really work on it. And I'm so sorry, and dito si Ma'am Tintin and si Ma'am Abby, those are the people who really keep pushing me, Sir Paul, sana yung requirements mo, sana ganito.
Yeah.
And I was like so happy with them because along the way, they never really leave me. I mean, they always keep on pushing me to go, to go, to go, to go, to go. And now I'm
Siyempre,
here.
sabi nga sa
So
World Connect, kapamilya ka namin.
yeah, actually, yeah, I'm treating, most especially, Ma'am Abby knows about it. Dahil nung pagkapasa ko pa talaga, siya pa yung una talagang nag-ano sa akin, and I was like, wow, I'm so happy with you, Ma'am Abby. Parang nagiging magkapatid na kami in this way. So sa yan, sa mga nanonood ngayon, do not be frightened. Continue pushing your goal.
Pero Paul, tama yung sinabi mo kanina, no? Mag-invest. Di ba? Kasi yung word na ginamit mo, mag-invest. Kasi ikaw, accountant ka. Pag gastos, walang balik. Ang investment may balik. Pag bumili ka ng kotse, gastos yun. Kasi paglabas pa lang ng kotse sa kasa, nagdi-depreciate na ang value. Di ba? Pero ang Learn, Earn, Live program, walang depreciation to, laging appreciation, para kang bumili ng lupa, 'di ba? Tumataas ang valor as you go on. So pag natapos kang mag-aral, yung diploma mo, Canada, 'di ba, mas mataas na ngayon ang valor mo. Yung work experience mo diyan, international setting, mas mataas na naman. So kahit anong gawin mo, mataas na pataas ang valor mo. Kaya investment po talaga.
Yeah, definitely, because you are feeding your brain. No one is capable of getting that from you. So basically, you are getting more and more experience, and the more you are more competent, and parang magiging mas marketable ka sa community. So in short, your value will increase.
Yun, so hindi ka na 150, 500 ka na. Hindi na 150.
1,200 na.
Ayun, 2,200 na. Ang galing talaga. Galing. Paul, we'll go on to our next speaker. Kung hindi ka naman busy, mag-stay tuned ka muna. I'm sure may mga tanong sila sa'yo maya-maya. Ha?
Sure, definitely. Yeah, I will say.
Salamat,
Thank you, Sir
Paul. Okay,
Sir.
okay. Habang nag-zoom tayo, pwede ka namang kumain. Alam ko, dinner time na dyan.
Tapos na.
Tapos na. Okay. Mamaya, join ka sa question and answer. Ngayon mga kaibigan, let's go on. At meron tayong guest speaker today, no? Itong guest speaker will tell you all about yung mga courses, yung mga schools natin, yung mga possibilities para sa inyo. Let's welcome Mr. Alex Martinez, UCW Regional Director for Southeast Asia. Alexis, long time no see.
Long time no see. May kapangalan ka eh. Anyway, nice seeing you again. Tagal na rin, ano? It's like 2.5 years.
Nakalbo na ako na hindi tayo nagkita eh.
Nakasalamin ka na nga kanina eh.
Alam mo naman, thunders na eh. Hindi na makita. Hindi na makita yung maliliit na letra dito sa cellphone ko.
Talaga sakto, reading glass eh, no? So, yeah, kumusta na kayo, no? And wow, ang dami nating attendance, like 204 participants, and I'm really appreciative of this, ano, and binabati ko yung mga taga World Connect, sila Ma'am Cathy, si Carmela. Actually, dito ako sa Davao, dinalo ko rin yung branch niyo eh. So, anyway, so thank you again, ano, if I may, I can start my presentation. Pwede na, no, Carmela?
Yes po, Sir Alex. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much for inviting me at sa mga attendees dito, no. I'm really happy that pumunta kayo dito at makinig, and of course with World Connect. So I have known World Connect for quite some time, and that yung mga testimonials sinasabi nila is really true. So anyway, so okay, one moment. All right. So ipakita ko na lang yung PowerPoint ko. Okay, so again, I'm Alex Martinez of University Canada West. So I'm the Southeast Asia Recruitment Director, no? So I'm part of the marketing of inviting students to study here at the University Canada West. Okay, so throughout tong presentation ko, di-discuss ko lang about UCW, yung programs natin o yung mga courses na ating which is for UCW, the support that we give doon sa ating mga students, the career opportunities, about Vancouver, kung saan located yung ating school, then the campuses that we have, and some of the testimonials na meron yung mga ating mga students na nag-aaral doon, and the steps how to apply with UCW. All right? So, ano bang meron dito sa ating school? So, we have 4,000 plus students na from 90 plus countries worldwide. And then meron tayong dalawang campus at the heart of the downtown area ng Vancouver. So ating mga demographics that we have 54% are women and 46% are male. The youngest student that we have is 16 years old and the oldest student that we have is 59 years old. So isang taon na lang senior citizen na siya actually at na-approve siya to study in UCW. The oldest student na meron ako from the Philippines is 55 years old. Okay, so yung kaninang pinresent nila Carmela ni Jobit na sinabing no age limit, okay, and there's no discrimination about the age, it's actually true. Okay, so because it's one of our students or some of our students are actually matured students who are enjoying study here in UCW. Okay, so meron din tayong mga accreditations to show the legitimacy of our school, most especially here itong Education Quality Assurance in British Columbia. So para siyang pagpalagay nating CHED na nag-accredit of our school, of the schools in British Columbia where Vancouver is located, na we can offer our programs sa mga international students. Okay? So some of the selling points that we have, meron tayong 4 na intake sa isang taon. So pag sinabi nating intake, ito yung start of classes na kung saan ka pwedeng mag-start. So meron tayong October, January, April, and July. So in the next 2 months, sa April, mag-start na yung ating intake. So if you will be applying, I will be suggesting that you go for the July or October intake. Okay, so meron pa naman tayong opening doon. So the soonest is the better. Okay, proven employability. Banggit kanina about work. Okay, I'll discuss later on kung paano. But our students are 100%, okay, and got employment within 6 months of graduation. So in 6 months, lahat ng aming students, or especially dun sa aming MBA students, ay meron na kagad trabaho. 94% in 3 months upon graduation, and then 91% within a month of graduation. Actually, mas lumalaki pa nga yan, because that survey was conducted about last year. Okay. Now, convenience. So, ginagawa natin ngayon online yung ating classes, but this February, we already started our face-to-face classes in UCW, doon sa Vancouver. So, nandun na sila sa loob ng classroom while they are studying in the usual face-to-face. And then yung ating mga faculty members, there are experienced faculties. So, that's not just lecturers, but meron silang mga real-world experience since they are, managers, they are vice presidents, they are, supervisors that are also doing part-time or also have those experience bago sila maging professor in UCW. So, hindi lang coming from the books ng kanilang itinuturo, but of course, coming from the, their experience from the industry. And next is, of course, one of the most important thing, meron tayong PGWP. Ano ba yung PGWP, Ito yung Post-Graduation Work Permit. Okay, so you are eligible na magkaroon ng Post-Graduation Work Permit up to 3 years, 2 to 3 years, kapag natapos mo na yung program na kinuha mo in UCW. So, kanina nga sinabi, investment, So when you study in UCW, afterwards you're eligible up to, you can stay for full-time job for 2 to 3 years. Okay, eligible ka doon. Okay. Now, meron tayong mga personalized student support. This is free of charge that we gave to our UCW students. Okay, so para hindi kayo medyo maninibago, hindi kayo magkakaroon ng culture shock, and then they will be assisting you how to adjust on the new environment na pagdating nyo doon. Small class sizes, okay, actually even pre-pandemic, we wanted our students to be comfortable in their classrooms, and then they should have a high level of interaction sa inyong mga classmates, pati undivided attention sa mga professor. So alam nila kung nag-aaral ka pa o hindi, o kung meron kayong problema, mas matutulungan nila kayo sa inyong pag-aaral. Okay? Prime location. This is also one important thing, is that our campus is in the heart of the downtown area ng Vancouver. So malapit siya sa almost all types of amenities. Malapit sa mga convenience store, malapit sa mga restaurants, malapit siya sa mga sakayan. The public transportation system is a very, very excellent, if I may say. Maganda yung bus system nila, may kanya-kanyang bus stop. The train stations are also near our campuses. And one thing about this is that pag nandoon ka sa downtown area, malapit ka sa financial districts, it will be easier for you to find yung tinatawag nating part-time job. Okay, so the opportunity is very, very much prevalent in the area. Okay, and then we also got transfer credits. Ito yung yung mga subjects na nakuha mo na, if you're taking up the bachelor's program, na pwede nang hindi mo na kunin uli kasi nakakuha mo na dito sa Pilipinas, okay? But that will also be under the review ng ating admissions, okay? But this is only doon sa mga undergraduates that will be applying for UCW, okay? So, we have refund guarantee, okay? So, we are refunding yung inyong initial tuition fee deposit in the event, wag naman sana, heaven forbids, na ma-refuse ang inyong visa, okay? So, let's say na na-refuse kayo, we will be doing refund, okay? If you like, if you choose it to be, minus nga lang natin yung mga admin fees which are about 250 Canadian dollars, But pag nagkaroon naman kasi kayo ng refusal, you can still reapply, okay? That's the good thing about Canada. You can still reapply. You check what's wrong doon sa inyong application, and then hopefully, you can get approved, okay? Now, ano ba yung mga programs na meron tayo? Pag sinabi nating programs, ito yung mga courses available na inyong pwedeng kunin in UCW. So, even though that we are a university, yung mga programs natin are specializing or just focusing on business. But we have these undergraduate programs and itong mga graduate programs. So, I'll discuss. Ano ba yung mga undergraduate programs natin? Ito yung mga bachelor's degree. Okay? So, meron tayong Bachelor of Commerce, and then meron tayong Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication. Okay, so yung Bachelor of Commerce focuses on accounting and business communications. Is mainly about the building up the business. Okay, and then yung Bachelor of Arts in Business Communication, this is a combination ng communication arts tapos yung business. Okay, so it's like a combination ng dalawang program. Both program are for 4 years. Okay, but you can only finish this up for 3.5 years. Okay, so I will be only suggesting this program doon sa mga students or attendees natin na K-12 o kaka-graduate lang ng high school. But I will not be suggesting this doon sa mga may bachelor's program na. I will be recommending the other program for you. So if we have attendees here na high schools na graduate pa lang, mas may re-recommend ko sa inyo to kasi this is only for 3.5 years. You can finish this up for 3.5 years. And then you can have a very excellent background in business. Okay, so you just only need a grade 12 diploma with an overall average of C or better, so basta passing grade, and then have a minimum IELTS of 6.5 or better with minimum of 6.0 in writing band. But dito sa atin sa UCW, we have a privilege doon sa ating mga Filipino students that they cannot submit the IELTS anymore. But they could just submit a certificate of English. Pag dito sa bachelor, yung mga high school natin, that coming from their institution or from their school, that English is used as a medium of instruction. Okay, so yung mga high school natin, hingin nyo lang sa registrar nyo na yung ginagamit sa pagtuturo is English, that certain certificate. So you will not be submitting the IELTS anymore. So may substitutes. Okay, so sa Philippines lang meron yan. In other Southeast Asian countries, they are required to take the IELTS. Okay? Now, for those who already have a bachelor's degree, mas may re-recommend kung kunin nyo na lang itong Masters in Business Administration. Bakit? Okay, first, meron tayong logical progression na tinatawag. And most of our students na may bachelor's program, mas babagay sigurong kumuha ng higher level of education. Diba? Logical progression, pag graduate ng high school, next na kukunin mo is take up yung college, okay? And then pag graduate ka na ng college, mas maigi, kunin mo na yung higher level of education, which is the graduate studies, okay? Now, wala rin tayong age limit dito, and then it is also common na pag merong kumukuha ng mga graduate studies, yung mga professionals na, and some of them are matured students. A while ago, yung example ko, nung sinabi ko nga kanina, meron tayong 59 years old from Mexico na na-approve. From the Philippines, meron tayong 55 years old. No? Actually, na-break niya yung 53 years old. So, it only means, it's also common that those professionals, even though that they are matured students, can still take up tong ating master's program. And it also can get approved. Okay? Years ago, when I was 23 or 24 taking up my master's here in the Philippines, may mga kaklase na rin ako mga nasa 40s kasi they wanted to uplift their skills, especially sa kanilang mga career pagpapasok sa mga trabaho. Okay, so having said, isa pa yon. if you have a master's degree, okay, ano ba tawag dito, no? Mas suitable ka to apply doon sa mga higher programs, higher career o higher positions, di ba? Kasi you're not only armed but you're qualified to do it. So if you were there even in Canada, let's say nag-PPG-WP ka and then mag-apply ka, no? You can apply for the supervisory levels or managerial levels because you are qualified to do that. So mas mataas yung position mo, of course, ay mas mataas yung sweldo na makukuha mo. Alright? So having said, paano ba mag-apply? Okay, ano ba yung requirements natin for our master's program? Now, ang kagandahan dito kasi, na-fix na namin yung problem so that Filipino students now can apply with all ease dito sa ating master's program. Okay, so ano ba muna ang kailangan natin? First, meron kang bachelor's degree, okay, from a recognized school, college, or university in the Philippines, na meron kang cumulative GPA of 3 out of 4.33 scale. So itong 3 out of 4.33 scale, if I'm not mistaken, nasa mga average niya ito ng 2.5, okay? So that will be the average doon. So 1 is the highest and 5 is the lowest, okay? And then have one of the following, okay? One of the following. Okay, itong number 2 and number 3, hindi ko na i-mention to kasi hindi na namin strictly nare-require, especially for Filipino students, such as itong GMAT or yung Canadian Professional Designation. So let's stick with number 4 and number 5. Okay, so dapat meron kang bachelor's degree in business administration or commerce or equivalent, or meron kang 3 years documented professional or management experience. So paano ba yan? Okay, so gawan natin ng mga example para mas madali natin mag-gets. First, let's say mayroong nag-apply sa ating student, graduate siya, okay, ng business, okay, and then meron siya netong average na to, then qualified siya to take yung ating master's program. Okay. Now, let's say for another example, merong nag-apply na student, ang background niya is pagiging medtech, okay, pero meron siyang 3 years professional or management experience. So 3 years siyang naging area manager as a medical representative. Okay, so with that, kahit na iba yung kanyang background, hindi siya business background, pero meron siyang management experience, then pwede siya mag-apply doon sa ating MBA program. Okay, now let's say merong isang nag-apply sa atin, graduate siya ng education. Okay, example lang naman and then ang background niya is naging teacher siya, so there is no management experience, and then yung background niya is not in business. Okay, we're not going to reject that application, but we will give them yung ating tinatawag na MBA Foundation Program. So yung MBA Foundation Program is an additional 3 months program o isang term para doon sa student na wala siya masyadong background in business or wala rin siyang managerial background, but gusto niyang mag-aral ng MBA, but kinulang siya doon sa entry requirement. So, mabibigyan siya netong MBA Foundation Program. So, yung ating MBA Foundation Program is like a pre-masters na meron siyang mga subjects such as business and academic writing, qualitative skills for business, and economics for business perspective. Okay? Now, let's say yung si student na nabigyan naman ng foundation program and nasa isip niya is qualified naman siya for the direct MBA program. Pwede pa naman siyang mag-appeal regarding this. That will be depending din sa admissions, and then of course, pag pwede naman natin yung pag-usapan in the one-on-one doon sa mga counselors with World Connect. All right. Now, some of the students will be reluctant to take up yung ating MBA kasi si MBA lagi nilang inisip, nako baka pang matalino lang yan. Nako baka napakahirap niya. Huwag kayong mag-alala doon, yung ating MBA is non-thesis. So I don't see that you will be having a hardship on doing this. And then ang ating sa programs lang naman dito is about 2 to 3 times a week. Okay. So hindi naman siguro ganun kahirap din. But nevertheless, if some of the students are reluctant to take the MBA program, pwede naman nilang kunin tong isa natin, tong undergraduate ng Associate of Arts. Okay. Itong Associate of Arts is also for 1.5 years. So I forgot to mention yung MBA natin is also for 1.5 years. Even though na nakalagay dun is 2 years, you are still qualified to have your PGWB up to 2 to 3 years. Okay, but in reality, you can finish up the MBA program only for 1.5 years. Okay, but going back, meron din tayong tinatawag na Associate of Arts. Okay, so this program is like a postgraduate diploma. You're still eligible sa PGWP, and then you can have some electives or focus areas such as accounting, economics, management, marketing, media communication, hospitality and tourism, psychology and social justice. Okay, so this is another option for you if you want to, if you're reluctant to take up the MBA. But nevertheless, I would still suggest you take up the MBA kasi mas bababa rin yung inyong risk when you will be applying for visa. Okay, so mataas yung ating visa approval when it comes doon sa ating MBA program. I'm not guaranteeing na papasa yung kagad yung visa nyo, but I'm just saying na mas mataas yung ating approval rate when you take up yung ating MBA. All right. So, we have this student support for our students. Meron tayong mga international student advisors that will be assisting you pagdating nyo doon and everything, just to meet yung expectation versus reality, because it's a different culture, it's a different place, at baka naman manibago kayo. So meron tayong tinatawag na mga international student advisors. Okay, so we do student orientation. Meron din tayong mga virtual assistant, virtual coaches, so that you will be prepared, okay? You will be ready na pagdating nyo doon, at you can adjust, hindi lang doon sa living in Vancouver, but also how to adjust doon sa mga kung paano yung the setup of study doon in Vancouver, also in UCW, okay? Now, we also have scholarship para sa ating international students, most especially here, itong Southeast Asia Regional Grant. So, kapag nag-apply kayo in UCW, you will be having the Southeast Asia Regional Grant. So, yung MBA program natin, the Southeast Asia Regional Grant is 7,000. Dun sa Associate of Arts is about 6,000. If I'm not mistaken, sa bachelor's program, nasa mga 15 or 16,000. Ano? So that will be immediately deducted doon sa total tuition fees nyo. There's no need for you to apply for it, but this is an automatic grant, okay? That is being given for Southeast Asian students, which includes, of course, the Philippines, okay? All right, for career opportunities, okay, meron tayong Career Development Center. That will be assisting you in finding jobs, okay? Tutulungan nila kayo paano maghanap, okay? So, paano gumawa ng magandang resume or cover letters, okay? Ano ba yung paano yung prepare yourself sa interviews, some networking and volunteer opportunities, some job searching techniques, and we also do job fairs. Meron din kami listings there where you could apply, okay? So, yung Career Development Center natin doon is tutulungan kayo, okay? So, that will find you for you to find jobs both for part-time at pati yung bago kayong graduate for PGWP. Okay, why? You are eligible to work part-time 20 hours per week while you're studying and 40 hours during term break. And then that upon completion of the program, you can have a PGWP. Lagi kong inuulit kasi maganda yung benefits of having a PGWP of 2 to 3 years. Okay. Now, just to show you Vancouver, where our school is located, so it is in the western part of Canada. It's in the Pacific side. Border niya yung Seattle, Washington ng America. If I may say, this is one of the warmest city in Canada compared with other cities, okay? But may tawag nga sila dito, Raincouver daw, no? Dahil madalas di umuulan during yung mga fall. But what I can say, during summer, it's a very lovely place. There are some beaches there, okay? Kita mo Canada, no? Pero may mga nagsiswimming sa dagat. This is also one of the most livable cities, one of the top 10 most livable cities in the world. It is a very good economic standing, so that it will also gives a lot of opportunity for students to find jobs, okay, afterwards, or even for your PGWP. You get a very good at the public transportation system. Peace and order nila, napakaganda din. No? I experienced being there for almost a month, okay, and I find it safe, okay, it's really, really nice. And then there's also a lot of Filipinos there, so that marami kayong mga kababayan na makikita din doon na pwede kayong magtulungan. And actually, there's also a street there, I think it was Davie Street, na puro mga Filipino restaurants, okay. Now, one of the thing very good in Vancouver is that even though it's a metropolitan area, meron siyang mga outdoors. Okay, it's like a few kilometers or for a few districts. You can see meron sila yung mga woods, no? Or during winter you can do snowboarding or skiing. During summer you can do mountain biking if you wishes to. So it's also good to have your work-life balance, okay? So hindi lang yung puro mga trabaho, hindi lang yung puro aral, but of course, there's also for you to get some relaxation there, not only in the natures, but also yung sa mga metropolitan areas nila. They also got good malls there. Meron din mga outlet shops, okay, that gives very good bargains for luxury brands. Okay, just to show yung caricature map ng Vancouver. So it's we're near, meron silang Stanley Park. It's also one of the big urban parks in the world. Okay, itong Canada Place, dito nagdadocks yung mga cruise lines. Itong Rogers Arena, this is a hockey place. This is home of the Vancouver Canucks. So dun sa Canada kasi much more on hockey. Hindi katulad sa atin basketball sa kanila yung part of the NHL. And then pag ginugol mo lagi yung Vancouver, you could see this parang golf ball na yung science work. But in the middle of it, okay, you could see yung aming Westmender campus, and then just like a few blocks yung aming bagong Vancouver House campus. Okay, it's just also like a few kilometers going to the airport, and it's also near yung Granville Island. This is also one of the tourist landmarks if you go there in Vancouver. Okay, just to show yung Westmender campus natin, this is in front of the mall, also near the bus station. So this is our first campus. You can see it's also a state-of-the-art campus, also convenient and very accommodating for our students. And this is our new campus, which is the Vancouver House. Ito yung ating state-of-the-art campus that you can see. It's a very comfortable sa mag-aral dito. It's also near Granville Island and Granville Street, and then you're also near the mga public transportation systems nila. Okay. Some of the testimonials of our students that they are enjoying and while studying, and when they develop themselves, okay, we're taking up the program in UCW. Okay, so ano ba yung mga requirements natin para mag-apply in UCW? So have these requirements, okay, these documents to be submitted with World Connect. Okay, so yung application forms, I think you just need to sign them up there. Yung academic transcript nyo, TOR, and then your diploma, your CV or your resume, but this time it will be better, make it very detailed, doon sa mga job description. Okay, so it will be easier sa ating admissions to review yung inyong qualifications, the copy of your passport, and then yung English proficiency test. Okay, so doon sa bachelor's program, they could submit only yung the medium of instruction from the school they graduated from. And then doon sa ating MBA applicants, they could just submit a certificate of English coming from your employer. Okay, so you go to your HR and ask for a certificate that in your workplace that you are using English as a medium of instruction or communication, or that English is being used in the workplace. Now, let's say that you will be applying and you will be having your family business or you have your own business. You can just write a letter that in your business, you use English as a medium of communication with your clients or inside your workplace. Then you don't need to take up any of the IELTS or the TOEFL or the PTE. Okay? Now let's say, worst case scenario, hindi kayo makakuha ng certificate, you can take up yung tinatawag natin Duolingo English test. Okay, so the Duolingo English test is also an online English test, but for me it will be easier. You can do it at home, you can do it anytime you like. And then it only costs about $50, so mga 2,500 lang yun. Okay, so that is also acceptable if you got a score of 110. Okay. All right, so ito yung ating tuition fees. Okay, that is being published, but this will be bound for price increase, but minimal lang naman, for 2022 to 2023. Okay, but let's just say this one. Pag kumuha kayo ng Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Arts doon sa mga high school graduates, for year 1, every year 2 hanggang year 3 is 20,880, and then your year 4 nyo is 6,960. Hindi pa naman minus dito yung scholarship. So the scholarship here is around 15 or 16,000 na ima-minus doon sa total tuition fee. Okay. The Associate of Arts, 20,880 for the first year, and then for the second year is 13,920, and then the scholarship here is around 6,500 if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So yung MBA program natin, which is very much popular, is 20,060. And then for year 2 is 14,040. Then you need to deduct the 7,000. Okay. Now, once you got those documents submitted, okay, so I just got a word from our admissions, meron na tayong improvement, Team World Connect, that we could be giving our offer letter in 5 working days. All right, so this is something for very much of an announcement. I fought hard for this. And then yung ating mga programs from the Philippines is now all accepted. Okay, so hindi na katulad dun dati na i-review pa yung bachelor's background, but even you came from the old curriculum, everyone will be accepted. So we'll be reviewing only dun sa kanilang professional backgrounds. All right. Now, so the tuition fee is around, let's say dito sa ating MBA program, around 35,100. You deduct 7,000. So let's say nasa mga ilan ba yun? 29 or 28,000. Okay. And then initial tuition fee deposit is supposed to be 7,900 Canadian dollars, but we lowered it down to 3,000 Canadian dollars para magkaroon kayo ng letter of acceptance. Okay, so yung letter of acceptance is the document needed para mag-file kayo ng visa. Once you got your visa approved, that's the only time you need to settle yung remainder na 4,900 pag nandun na kayo sa Canada. Okay, so I think our tuition fee is very much reasonable if I will be comparing this to other schools that's also offering MBA. And the good thing about University Canada West is that we have been awarded 5-star rating, okay, for our school, that we offer quality programs, okay, and we produce very good graduates, okay. So there's only about 4 schools in British Columbia that have that 5-star rating, and it's also one of them is University Canada West, and I'm very proud to say that. Okay, so thank you very much for listening sa aking presentation. Okay, so I'm giving up the virtual mic to Carmela.
Thank you. Ayan.
Ayun, awesomeness.
Wow.
Galing talaga. So mamaya
Thank you.
may mga questions din sila para sa'yo, Alex.
No problem, sige lang.
Meron tayong question and answer. Oh, mga
Sige.
kaibigan, tuloy-tuloy tayo. Doon dito tayo kay Carmela para pag-usapan natin ang tinatawag natin na mga giant steps natin. Ano?
Yeah. Thank you, Sir Jovit. Okay. So pag-usapan po natin yung 4 main requirements and 5 giant steps. Okay? So there are 4 main requirements. Papakita natin sa slides. Number 1, qualification. That's why we need your resume po. Kasi kailangan po natin i-assess. Diba sabi ni Sir Alex kanina, every course may mga admission requirements po yan. So we need to assess talaga. Even the school, they also assess po kung bibigyan kayo ng MBA foundation, kung anong course po ang magmamatch sa inyo. Siyempre, ang goal natin dito is ma-approve yung visa ninyo. So we will assess your qualification. So basically, yung qualification kung anong nasa resume ninyo, your educational background, your employment history, titignan natin po yan. Okay? Number 2, character. Dito yung NBI clearance. Madali na lang po to. Online na po nire-request yung copy ng NBI. Of course, pupunta ka sa first world country. Ayaw naman po nila na meron tayong pending case or merong lalabas po doon sa NBI record natin, right? Number 3, ito po yung health, diba? So, magkakaroon po kayo, you will undergo yung tinatawag na medical test and may mga accredited medical centers and hospital lang po dito sa Manila, sa St. Luke's po, no? Ang accredited center. So, kailangan wala pong communicable disease, iwasan pong magka-COVID kasi magkakadelay. And open na ang Canada, so if you're vaccinated, 2 doses, you're good to go. So, pwede kang makapasok sa Canada. Now, fourth, ito yung karamihan na questions, financial side. So, ano ba yung sa financial side? Ito yung tinatawag na show money, living cost, guys. So, sa Canada po, required po ang show money, ang bank certificate and bank statements. Of course, there are options, no, na i-discuss po namin sa inyo once nag-visit kayo ng branch namin and once ma-assess po namin kayo. So sa next slide, ito yung required na living cost for Canada. So, lahat ng mga international students kailangan maka-demonstrate na meron silang access to at least 10,000 Canadian dollars or more or less 400,000 pesos, no, to fund their living cost in Canada. Ang show money po, formula neto is dapat po, of course, meron kang capacity to pay for the tuition fee for at least a year tuition fee, and of course, a year of living cost. So i-explain po namin further yan once nag-visit po kayo sa amin. O, diba? So 10,000 is only 400,000 pesos. If you pay 1 year tuition fee sa UCW, then you show 10,000 Canadian dollars na living cost. So ito pong living cost, itong show money, ang requirement po niya, next slide, ito yung mga acceptable sources of funds, guys. So money deposits held in a bank account by you or person supporting you. By you or other family members, immediate family members. For example, ikaw, meron kang kamag-anak na nagtatrabaho or may business, basta may source of income. Pwede silang ang maging financial supporter. Pwedeng sa kanila, tayo sila ang magsasubmit sa atin ng documents, ng bank certificate nila, ng mga proof of employment, proof of business, sila magsasubmit. Requirements lang kailangan natin sa kanila, guys. And pwedeng combine. Pwedeng, let's say, si tita, di ba, nagtatrabaho sa US or sa Singapore or na dito sa Pilipinas. Kahit nasang part of the world sila, basta makakasubmit or makaka-email sa atin ng clear copy ng mga documents nila. Hindi necessarily na magta-transfer sila sa inyo ng pera. We just have to show their documents and kailangan true copy, kailangan clear, and updated. Yun ang kailangan natin from them. And if may opportunity kayo to loan from an approved financial institution, that's okay. But of course, you have to explain paano mo babayaran yung loan mo or mga supporting documents naman nun. Okay? That's for the financial side. Okay, I hope that's clear. And if may mga questions kayo, please feel free to ask us later sa Q&A session. Now, let's proceed sa 5 giant steps. This is your investment, guys. So, pakita natin general idea of the process ng World Connect. So, step 1. So dito nangyayari yung contract signing and then course matching. Of course, after the assessment, if you're qualified to take MBA, then mag-a-apply tayo dito sa UCW, dito sa step 1 pa lang. So we need your initial requirements. Gaya ng sabi ni Sir Alex, UCW needs your application form na pwede niyong kunin po sa amin, your dated CV, your transcript of records if you're undergrad or graduate, and then your diploma if you're a graduate, and then yung medium of instruction if bachelor, and then also, Duolingo if kaya pong mag-English test, Duolingo. If not, medium of instruction from your employer if you are currently employed. So, and also passport, guys. Kailangan updated and valid yung passport. Okay? So for as low as 37,000, pwede ka nang mag-start ng application. Some of our clients, nag-start sila last year, nag-continue this year, okay lang po yun. As long as meron kang initial requirements na kailangan and alam natin kung kailan mag-start yung class, yun yung i-target po natin. For example, sa UCW, you want to join September intake. No? Pwede po yun. Pwedeng yun yung i-target natin, mag-start na tayo this month. Okay? So, kailangan lang namin ng initial requirements para ma-admit po tayo sa school for the admission process. Right? So, dinidiscuss din natin sa step 1, yung kit. So, of course, hindi namin kayo papabayaan yung kung paano po kayo gumawa ng study plan, may training tayo dyan, and ano ba yung mga kailangan namin from you na isend natin sa school. So kami rin po yan mag-compile. Alright? So as low as 37,000 guys, pwede ka na mag-start. Now step 2. Dito i-release ni UCW ng school yung offer. No? So meron silang letter na i-email sa inyo, and also ang UCW may portal sila na pwede mong ma-track, ma-monitor kung ano ng status ng application sa school. Now, dito rin sa step 2, kinokompleto natin yung fund requirements. No? Yung fund requirements ni ni kapatid mo at saka nung even yourself, if you're working and if you have savings, pwede tayo mag-submit ng mga fund requirements. And dito rin sa step 2, once meron na tayong offer from UCW, nakalagay doon kung how much yung initial deposit. If you choose to pay initial deposit, pwede. Kanina nasabi ni Sir Alex, it's only 3,000. And then pay the remaining after visa grant, 'di ba? So, pwede po 'yan. And then also meron din tayong processing, second installment sa step 2. By the way, guys, itong 5 giant steps, makaka-receive po kayo nito once you submitted your resume and na-assess po namin kayo. Now, sa third step, okay, so syempre, yung iba sa inyo gusto talaga mag-IELTS, no? So, submit your IELTS score sa amin, and then dito rin sa step 3, dapat kompleto na lahat ng requirements, ila-lodge na natin yung documents sa embassy. Lodging meaning, magpa-file tayo na ng application sa visa. So kung napapansin nyo, step 1 and 2, enrollment tayo sa school. Step 3, visa application tayo. Kasi when you settle your tuition fee sa school, makaka-receive tayo ng letter of acceptance na kailangan for the visa application. So dito na sa step 3 nangyayari yung lodging of documents. And also, pwede na rin kayong magpa-medical, upfront or regular medical, no? So i-guide namin kayo, ano bang dadalhin, saan ba to, no? So kami po magbibigay ng instructions sa inyo. Now also sa step 3, may third installment of the processing tayo, lodging fee na po yan. Meron po ditong, of course, training na ng mock interview and involvement of our immigration advisor. Now sa Canada, the visa fee and biometric is around 11,600. Courier is 1,800 fixed. Yung visa fee, 11,600, may kasama na yung biometrics. So biometrics, bibigyan din namin kayo ng instruction kung paano po gawin yung biometrics. So lahat ng applicants, whether you have dependents, kailangan pong merong visa fee and biometrics as well. So yan po yung sa step 3 natin. Now, of course, na-lodge na natin, na-file na natin yung application nyo sa embassy. We will wait for the result of the application. Ito po yung depende po sa visa officer na nag-handle ng application ninyo. So, may iba po kami kliyente na 30 days, even 20 days, meron ng result, pero depende pa rin po ito. Hindi natin kontrolado kung kailan i-release or i-email sa atin yung result. But of course, we will update you, we will give you updates, and then manggagaling yan sa documentation team namin. Dito kasi sa World Connect po, may naka-assign na documentation officer and assistant po. That's why maganda rin kasi pwedeng sa kanya po kayo mag-follow up, no? And sa amin din po as marketing specialist. So dito sa step 4, we will wait for the result. Okay. And then lastly, step 5. So visa grant na tayo, mag-pre-departure orientation na po tayo. So of course, ito ay hindi tulad ng work visa sa POEA. Meron tong sariling pre-departure orientation because this is a student visa, no? Kumbaga, iba ang do's and don'ts for work lang and for study and work. Alright? So meron tayong pre-departure orientation training. May picture taking, of course, kung mapapansin niyo sa mga pages namin, and then testimonial. Also, dito na i-release yung mga visa and yung kung anong kailangan dalhin sa airport, lahat ng advice, lahat ng instructions. Dito po yan sa step 5 and preparation for departure and settlement. Of course, last installment if naka-installment basis tayo. So meron din tayong spot cash para lump sum po ang processing, meron tayong installment. So makaka-receive kayo ng copy na to once we assess your resume or CV. Okay? So that's it for the 5 giant steps. No? Balik ko po kayo kay Sir Jovet.
Okay. Mabuhay kayong lahat at tuloy-tuloy po rin tayo. Alam ko malapit na mag-lunchtime pero huwag kayong mag-alala dahil ito po ay para sa inyong future. At pag sinabing para sa future, Let's spend some time and listen. Mga kaibigan, guest speaker po natin, ang aming bossing, ang aming Diyosa ng kagandahan. And we have a video to introduce her at para mas maliwanagan kayo sa mga benepisyo ng pag-study sa Canada.
Our speaker is a graduate of BSBA Management. She is a nurse by profession and a proud mother of 3. She has a master's degree in entrepreneurship from Ateneo Graduate School of Business in Rockwell, Makati City. She worked as an OFW in London, United Kingdom. She is currently one of 6 New Zealand education specialist agents in the Philippines and a council member of the prestigious Philippines-New Zealand Business Council. She was recently awarded the Halyao 2017 Outstanding Young Bicolano Entrepreneur Award by the Metro Naga Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Here she is, the founder, president, and CEO of the biggest visa consultancy in the Philippines, World Connect. Catherine Altarejos.
Hi, Manay.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Jovit. Good morning to you and to our 164 participants. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. I won't be taking so much of your time kasi alam ko it's Saturday, it's family day. Maraming salamat po sa panahon na binibigay niyo kay World Connect for attending the Zoom event this morning. Thank you, UCW. Thank you, Mr. Alex, for joining our event. Okay, so it's my task is to discuss with you the ROI part. Ano nga ba yung benefits pag tayo nag-aral sa Canada, specifically sa UCW? So isa-isahin po natin kasi I know may mga aplikante, magulang tayo ngayong umaga na gustong malaman ano nga ba yung kapalit ng investment nila. Is it worth it? Hindi ba siya lugi? Kasi ako po ay isang nanay din and ako po yung panganay kong anak. Pinag-aral ko rin po sa Australia. Nag-graduate po siya ng K-12 last 2020 and right now po, nag-aaral siya ng online, tapos na siya, and she will be doing another program this year sa isang university in Australia. So dito po sa World Connect, naniniwala kami sa program namin na pinapadala namin ang kamag-anak po namin. In my case, I've sent my cousins abroad to Australia and New Zealand. Ngayon naman po yung anak ko sa Australia naman. So ano po ba yung kapalit sa pag-aaral abroad? What is the ROI? What would be the benefits that you will be getting? So number 1 po itong qualification, yung diploma makukuha mo once you finish the program. So in my case, yung anak ko po, makita ko lang na may diploma siya, bawi na po ako sa investment. Sa mga graduates na po ng 4 years, don't worry, hindi na po kayo mag-aaral ng napakatagal. Pwede po tayo pumili ng 1-year program o yung mga 2 years program namin. Yung sabi nga ni Mr. Alex kanina, may master's program sila, which is only 2 years. Sa mga degree holders, pinakamaganda yung MBA program ni UCW. Lalo na may scholarship po si UCW. Sa mga K-12, you can get a bachelor's program. So in my case, yung anak ko, Australia naman yung pinili. So she will be studying Bachelor's of Law. Okay, sa isang university in Australia. So ano po yung maganda? Pag natapos mo yung course, meron kang diplomang maipagmamalaki. Hindi po siya simpleng diploma, it's a diploma that is recognized worldwide. Dito pa lang, hindi ka nalugi. Okay? So pangalawa pong benefit na makukuha ng mga aplikante pag nag-aaral abroad, you are also earning. So kumikita ka ng pera, you are hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. You get the diploma, you get to learn, at the same time, you get to earn. So habang nag-aaral, allowed ka to work. Sabi nga ng isang magulang, Mika, pwede naman ba kumita yung aking anak habang nag-aaral? Sabi ko, of course, ang kitaan abroad per hour. O sa Pilipinas, di ba, per day. Sa abroad, Canada, you are earning an hour income, pinakamababa, $15. Ibang aplikante namin, $18 an hour. So kada oras kumikita ka. So yung kada oras na income mo, pwede mo rin i-budget na yung 1 hour for your food, Your second hour for your accommodation. Third hour, pwedeng sabihin natin for your other expenses. O, di ba? Kaya mo i-allot yung income mo for your expenses sa Canada while you are studying the program because you get to earn. O, sa Pilipinas, isang araw na sweldo, dun mo na ibabudget lahat ng mga expenses mo. Like your food, everything, electricity, bills. If you have kids, pati allowance ng mga anak mo, dun mo na kukunin sa per day na salary mo. Kaya nga sabi ko, pag Pilipinas, you get to earn per day. That's why, di ba, you die. Whole day, 8 hours, you get paid once. Sa ibang bansa, per hour income. So the potential of earning is higher and it's in dollars. Sabi ko nga sa mga aplikante, if you're surviving in the Philippines, you will survive more sa first world countries. Nabubuhay ka, nakakadiskarte ka sa Pilipinas, what more sa Canada? $, ang kinikita kada oras, meron ka pang diplomang makukuha after finishing the course, di ba? Ang ganda ipagmalaki, ang ganda ilagay sa resume na nagtapos ka ng qualification in Canada. And ang pinakamaganda po, di ba? You get the local, the Canadian work experience. So habang nag-aaral, you are working, malalagay mo sa CV mo na nag-work ka part-time sa kahit saan na kumpanya. So even if you are working part-time as a student, still, it's a Canadian local work experience. And sabi ko nga palagi, even sa anak ko, habang nag-aaral ka, nag-work ka, di ba? Kung nag-work ka, you get to meet new people. Nag-iiba yung pananaw mo sa buhay. Naging mas competitive ka. Naninig mo yung mga iba-ibang employers. Yung natutunan mo sa libro, nagagamit mo sa actual work. Yun ang maganda sa pagtatrabaho while you are studying. Kasi iba yung learnings based on theories than the practical learning, which is actual mong ginagawa ang natutunan mo sa libro. So ang kagandahan po, may mga programs na may mga OJT component, internship as part of the course, na hindi ka lang nag-aaral, pero nagtatrabaho ka at the same time. May mga programs po kami na yung iba, classroom, yung iba naman sa workplace. So yun ang kagandahan dito sa pag-aaral abroad. Kasi sa Pilipinas, talagang pure aral yan. Sa ibang bansa, nag-aaral ka at the same time, nagtatrabaho ka. So you get to meet new contacts, nade-develop ka as a person. Yung skills mo na i-enhance. And again, ang kagandahan po, ang dami ko ng aplikante. For 15 years na nag-exist po si Road Connect, na yung pina-part-time ng mga kliyente namin, nagustuhan yung aplikante po namin, na-try si Filipino, na-try yung galing natin. And eventually, bago matapos yung course, ini-sponsora na kung saan sila nagpa-part-time work. Ako po ay isang OFW. Alam ko may mga aplikante ngayon na from the province at merong kaba and may mga concerns na kakayanin ba nila pumunta ng ibang bansa. Kung sa yung pag-a-adjust. Ako po yan din po yung concerns ko nung una. When I went to UK, noong panahon, I came from Bicol region. That's my fears also. Baka mahirapan ako sa job, ang kompetensya ko lahat puti. Alam mo yung mga what-ifs natin. It's very normal na we experience the same fears pag tayo aalis ng Pilipinas. Kasi mawawala ka sa comfort zone. Ang kagandahan, pag nag-abroad ka pala, nag-Australia, New Zealand, Canada, ang kalaban mo sa jobs, hindi naman talaga actually mga puti. Ang unang kalaban natin sa work, Indians, Chinese, Koreans. Now ask yourself, sino bang mas magaling magsalita ng language ng English? Diba tayo? Even elementary, high school, ang medium of instruction natin is in English. So ang kagandahan, hindi mahirap magsimula sa Canada. It's because you can speak the language. Hindi ka mabibenta. So kahit anong type of job pwede mong tanggapin because you can speak the language. And when it comes to flexibility, about the work ethics, ang Pinoy may brand na. Pag sinabing Pilipino, masipag, matyaga. We are happy people, workaholic. Masayahin tayo mga tao. Yung culture natin kahit, di ba, may problema, nakasmile tayo. So we have that brand already. And very strong ang Filipino community in Canada na hindi ka na mahihirapan magsimula. So as an OFW, I'm encouraging everyone, kayang-kaya po natin. Tiwala mo muna yung sarili mo. Once you have that faith, tanggalin mo yung fear, pagdating mo ng ibang bansa, you will become successful. Kasi inherent na sa atin ang pagiging masipag. Diba? So again, huwag mong isipin yung investment, huwag mong isipin yung perang ilalabas. Tanungin mo muna yung sarili mo, gusto mo ba talagang umalis? Kasi if you're decided, lahat ng mga challenges, magagawa na lang yan ng paraan. Basta qualified ka, desidido ka, everything will follow. So, importante yun muna. If you're decided, do the step 1 at the end of this seminar or this Zoom event, padala ka ng resume para ma-assess namin kung qualified ka or hindi. Yan muna yung step 1. Once makita namin na qualified ka, then tsaka ka na magsubit ng mga additional requirements. Importante, tingnan mo muna yung chances mo if matatanggap ka. Kasi po kay World Connect, if you're not qualified, we will be very honest with you from the very beginning. Hindi po namin tinatanggap yung application, even if may pera ka pa. Kasi we want to get a quality application. Okay? So, eto po. So, meron kang work experience na makukuha pag nag-student visa ka because you're allowed to work. Makakapagtrabaho ka abroad as an international student while you are doing the program. So, isa po to sa benefit. And if you're married, if you have live-in partners, kahit hindi po kayo kasal, pwede mong isama ang asawa at maraming anak. Ang asawa, isa lang ang pwede isama. Sa anak, pwedeng maraming anak ang isama. Okay? So, one spouse and many kids. Pwede mong isabay sa application right away or pwede pong sumunod sa'yo after 3 months or 6 months. Depende sa desisyon ng family. Pero ito yung benefit sa Canada. When you bring your dependents with you, yung spouse na isasama mo, alam mo ba ang pinakamaganda, can work full-time. Yung babae, normally ang nag-aaral and nag-work part-time, but the spouse is working full-time. So, lugi ka pa ba? Si Mr. nagtatrabaho, earning full-time income. So, pwedeng ma-recover ni Mr. yung investment sa tuition fee ni Mrs. O, diba? And yung anak na sinama, libre ang pag-aaral sa Canada. So, your kids, you can bring them and they get to enjoy a free tuition fee as a domestic student in Canada. So, isipin mo yung benefit na yan. Ang ganda. So, tuition fee ng anak mo, hindi ka nalugi, bawi ka na. O si mister mo nag-work pa. Ikaw, magkakaroon ka ng diploma na galing Canada and at the same time, you're also working, learning, and earning. Diba? So, ito yung isang benefit na napakaganda. Walang broken family, sabay-sabay kayong aalis or pwedeng after 3 months or 6 months. Depende if you're financially capable na pwedeng bitbitin ka agad yung family, then why not? Pwede. Or pwede rin sumunod. And eto pa po ang pinakamaganda na benefit. Pag pinili niyo po si World Connect. Alam niyo po ba, pag World Connect client ka, ito yung isang benefit na sulit na sulit. Bakit? Si World Connect lang po ang nagbibigay ng lifetime free tourist visa processing sa mga magulang at mga kapatid ng aplikante namin. So isipin mo, si mama, si papa, mga kapatid, free ang tourist visa processing po namin. So bibisitahin ka, hindi na po sila ma-stress kung paano mag-comply ng student visa requirements. I-assist po namin kayo ano ang mga gagawin step by step. Alam niyo po ba, pumunta po kayo ng mall, specifically in SM, there's a lot of travel agencies sa 4th floor. You can inquire and ask how much are they charging for a tourist visa. Normally, they will charge 15,000, 20,000, as high as 25,000 pesos per application. Sa World Connect po, this is for free. All you have to pay is the visa fee at a minimal cost, which is 4, 5, 6,000 pesos only. That's the embassy fees. Pero the World Connect assistance, it's free of charge lifetime as long as walang i-violate na rules yung mga aplikante namin. Like, hindi mag-overstay, imi-meet yung attendance requirement, no submission of fraudulent papers, no misrepresentation. As long as tama ang gagawin natin sa application natin, ang Road Connect assistance for tourist visa for your family is free lifetime. Okay, so yan po yung additional benefit na binibigay namin sa lahat ng Road Connect students. Okay, basta po walang isusubmit ng mga paggawa-gawa ng certificate kung saan-saan. Bawal po yun. We have to be honest with our application. And once you get to Canada, we have to follow the rules of the school and the government. Okay, as an international student. Okay? And ang gandaan po sa mga estudyante, if this is your first time na umalis ng Pilipinas at iiwanan yung family, don't worry. Anytime pwede kang bumalik ng Pilipinas if ma-miss mo yung family mo. Why? Because your visa is multiple entry visa. Gusto sabihin, pwede kang bumalik ng Pilipinas multiple times. Sabi ko nga, kung ang pasok mo sa UCW is 3 times or 4 times a week, o di uwi ka, let's say, for example, Monday to Wednesday ang pasok, di uwi ka ng Thursday sa Manila. Dito ka na mag-stay ng Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. After mo magsimba, bumalik ka ulit ng Canada, lipad ka ulit pabalik. You can do that every week, basta may pamasahe ka. Kasi multiple entry ka. Alam niyo po, nung panahon ko, nag-London po ako, hindi pa high-tech yung technology, wala pang mga high-speed internet noong panahon. Alam mo, tumatawag ako sa family ko sa Pilipinas para lang mangumusta, para mawala yung lungkot. Ngayon po, meron ng Facebook, meron ng WhatsApp, meron ng Viber. Di ba pwede ka mag-live Facebook, tumawag sa mama mo, messenger, nang walang bayad. So anytime, it's very easy to connect with your family sa sitwasyon ngayon na high-tech na, di ba? Lahat may internet na sa bahay at minimal cost. So dyan pa lang po, hindi ka na malulungkot. So yun ang kagandahan. But again, if you wanna come home, pwede. Pero no need naman eh. Alam mo ba ang kagandahan? Since multiple entry ka, di maghanap ka ng promo ticket. Abang ka ng Canada to Philippines na mga naka-promo na Thai Airlines, Singapore Airlines, ang dami niyan. Diba? So abangan mo na, total multiple entry visa ka naman. So pwede kang bumalik even 2 or 3 times a year. Okay, so dito pa lang po, magandang benefit din ito na ikaw as a student, pwede kang umuwi anytime. O samantalang kung nakaibang visa ka, ang dami pang requirements. So ang student visa, multiple entry visa na. Okay? And the last benefit, you have the chance to migrate. Alam niyo po ang pinakamabilis, pinakamadali, student visa. Sino may control ng application? Kayo. Ang diploma hawak mo, transcript hawak mo, passport, lahat ikaw ang may control ng application. Kung gusto mong piliin ang start ng class, let's say 3 months from now, 6 months from now, pwede. Yun ang kagandahan ng student visa. Pwede kang pumili ng intake, ikaw ang magkukumply ng requirements. At ang kagandahan po, pag tinapos mo yung course, mas madali mag-migrate. It's because you get additional points galing sa diploma. Alam niyo po, noon, wala pa kaming Canada, pure kami sa New Zealand before. Pag nag-aral ka ng isang course sa New Zealand na postgraduate, napakalaki ng puntos niyan. Same din po sa Canada, mataas yung points ng masters. So hindi ko na po i-explain in detail paano mag-apply ng residency kasi ang mag-discuss po nito yung immigration lawyer namin, si Earl, na based po in Canada. He's a Filipino immigration lawyer na yan po yung partner namin na bago magtapos yung estudyante ng pag-aaral, may free consultation with Earl para turuan, i-check yung mga options na pwede gawin bago matapos yung course. And ang kagandahan po ng student visa, you get higher points for your diploma. And once nagtapos ka ng pag-aaral sa UCW, let's say masters, 2 taon, may 2 to 3 years ka pong open work permit or yung tinatawag na postgraduate work visa. Gusto kong sabihin, pagkatapos ng schooling mo sa UCW, hindi ka na po babalik ng Pilipinas. May 2 to 3 years ka pa to stay in Canada to work full-time. And take note, yung pag-work full-time mo po, may additional points din po yun. The local work experience. And eventually, mas higher yung chances mo of migrating. Bakit? Sa Canada ka nag-aral, sa Canada ka may local work experience. So again, the chances to meet the points is higher. So yun po yung pinakamaganda sa student visa. May nagtanong, o Cathy, may residente na ba kayong napaalis? Isa na po dyan yung cousin ko from Bacolod, si RV, anak po ng Road Connect owner sa Bacolod, si Miss Lenlen Altarejos Aluba. Yung anak niya po, nag-aral 2018 ng one-year program, nakapag-work full-time ng 2019, 2020 nilodge yung application, last year po lumabas yung visa approval niya po for residency. O diba? Saan nag-start? By studying a program, working full-time after the course, then nag-migrate. Pinsan ko po yan sa Bacolod branch. So kami po dito sa World Connect, we believe in the program that we send our own relatives. Diyan mo makikita kung naniniwala ang isang tao sa binibenta niyang produkto if siya mismo gumagamit nito. Right? So kami po, we send our students, kamag-anak, kaibigan, kapamilya abroad, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. Cousin ko po sa Australia, ang dami na po nilang residente at yung iba citizen na. Saan nagsimula? By studying a program also. Sa New Zealand naman, sister-in-law ko, si Maru, cousin ko rin si Andre Altarejos. Saan nagsimula? Nag-study rin ng program, then eventually, nag-work, then nag-migrate. So again, yun po yung kagandahan ng student visa pathway. So if you're interested, the first thing that you have to do, have a free consultation with the different branches of World Connect. Okay? So actually, I'm done with my presentation. So mamaya po magpa-assess na. Whoever invited you, isend yung resume. Yun po muna yung step 1. Then avail the scholarship. Pag sinabi ng branch na qualified ka, then mag-start ka na ng application. Then bibigyan ka na po ng World Connect ng 5 giant steps para you can do the step 1 once you are qualified. Okay? So Q&A na tayo, Ms. Carmela. Okay, so let's answer the questions of our clients. So open na po kami for the Q&A. Hi, Jovet. So mukhang maglalakwatsa ka.
Guest speaker ako ngayon sa mason, sa installation. Baon ko yung barong ko.
Hindi ka namin marinig. Nag-e-echo yung ano mo.
Sabi ko, guest speaker ako ngayon eh.
Okay. Mahina. Don't worry. Kami na mag-answer ng questions ng mga aplikante. Okay. So isa-isahin po natin yung mga tanong ng mga kliyente. Okay.
Ayan, naririnig ka ba ako?
Pwede Ayan, narinig ka na.
Guest speaker kasi ako sa installation ng mason.
Okay.
Kaya baon ko yung barong ko.
Okay, go for it. Have a great day, Mr. Jovet. Safe. Okay. Kami na bahala. Don't worry.
Thank you, Manay. Mga kaibigan, before I go, I'd like to tell you na alam nyo naman, sa Canada, ang dami ng storya ng mga successful na mga Pilipino. Hindi po sila mas magaling sa inyo. Nauna lang po sila, mga kaibigan. So I want you guys to pray for guidance so that God will give you clarity of mind. At syempre, dito tayo sa World Connect kasi kami po ang magbibigay sa inyo ng peace of mind because World Connect is your visa to a better future. Mabuhay kayong lahat and see you all in Canada.
Bye, Mr. Jovet. Okay, so Miss Carmela, are you there? Isa-isahin natin yung mga tanong ng mga kliyente.
Yes, Miss Cathy.
Okay. I am doctor's degree in education. What program will I choose, sir? And I am 58 years old. I have a chance to be approved. Si Mr. Alex, andito ka ba?
Yes, andito po si Sir Alex. Ano bang gamit ni Sir Alex na?
Okay. Ayan. Pwede naman na mag-unmute yung gusto magsalita at mag-raise ng question. So, si Mark. Mark, yes, Mr. Alvin, pwede naman sila mag-unmute, right? Or you have to do it?
Pwede na po, ma'am.
Okay, pwede naman. So, unmute na lang, Mr. Mark, and you can ask questions directly from us.
Hello, Ma'am Kat, si Alex to. Naka-mobile na kasi ako eh.
Hello, Mr. Alex.
Kaya
Hi.
pa-unmute ako.
Oo.
Okay, just
Ayan,
to
baka
answer
may
yung
mga tanong.
just to answer yung question kanina ni Ma'am, yeah, she is qualified to take up the MBA kahit na yung she has a doctorate because that's coming from a different background naman. It's not related in business. So even yung kanina ng example ko, 59 years old, approved. So I don't see, anything wrong as long as the documents are fine and the financials are fine. Our MBA.
Okay. Mr. Alex Laka.
Ma'am?
Ayan, nawawala ka, Mr. Alex.
Hello, ma'am.
Ayan, okay na.
Okay, nasa taxi. Nasa taxi kasi ako eh.
Okay, so thank you so much. At least you can accept a 58 years old student na meron ng doctor's degree in education. Yeah, kasi ang MBA naman is focused on business management. Ito naman ang doctor's degree niya is in education. So it's a different field. So pwedeng tanggapin ng UCW. So Miss Emilia, you can start sending your documents para makita namin yung CV. Para we can check also the work experience before. But again, pwedeng tanggapin ng UCW. Okay, next question from JD from Dubai. Me and my wife is here working in Dubai. So 6 and 7 years na sila sa Dubai. Ang edad 29 and 30. Ano ba ang proseso para makapag-move sa Canada? Okay, don't worry. Pag nag-start ka ng application with us, we will give you the 5 giant steps and we will guide you how to comply with the requirements. Meron pong mga training si Road Connect. Isa na po dyan yung documentation training that we do regularly. So, i-guide ka po namin. It's a Zoom training kung paano i-comply yung Canada requirements. So, paano po yung si Road Connect? Tuturuan ka namin yung mga step-by-step process. So, don't worry. Again, no need ka na po umuwi ng Philippines. Pwede naman from Dubai. Once the visa is granted from Dubai, diretso na po yan ng Canada. Okay, so Miss JD, please send your, Mr. JD, please send your CV doon sa tao na nag-invite po sa inyo para ma-assess yung CV and once you are qualified, makastart na rin ang step 1 right away. Mr. Alex, how much yung pinaka-discount scholarship na mabibigay mo for the attendance this morning?
Ma'am, 7,000 tayo. 7,000 Canadian dollars automatic scholarship yun for our MBA program.
Wow, o di ba may 7,000 scholarship? I-times po siya sa peso, that's 300,000 mahigit. So 7,000 times 40, 280 pala. So 280,000 at 40 pesos. Pero kung mataas ang exchange rate, aabot ng almost 300,000 pesos yung discount. O diba? That's $7,000 for MBA. Bibira po ang nagbibigay ng $7,000 discount. So, i-grab po yan. Once you're decided, habulin natin yung scholarship. Alam mo ba, last year, nakakuha pa kami ng $10,000. Diba nag-iiba-iba siya? We do not know. 6 months from now, wala na paki-mute yung speaker ng mga kliyente, please, ng mga students. Okay. So, ang kagandahan po, may scholarship pang available. We do not know 2 months, 3 months, 5 months from now, baka pwedeng magbago, mawala yung scholarship. So, if you are really decided, again, consult your family, do the step 1 right away. So, pinakita naman ni Ms. Carmela kanina, step-by-step process. Step 1 muna. Yung step 2, pwede mong gawin 2 months, 3 months from now. Pag nag-step 1 ka, pinakamaganda dyan, mahahabol mo na yung scholarship discount. So, initial requirements lang and 37,000 pesos. Yun lang muna ang step 1. Although, Ms. Mela, meron tayong additional 8,000 pesos discount na binibigay, alamin po yan sa mga managers. kung paano ninyo ma-avail yung additional 8,000 pesos na discount. Sayang din po niyan. Okay, plus the $7,000 discount from the school. Meron ditong nag-raise ng hand. Yung gusto pong magsalita, unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay, meron din po kami ibang university, pero we prioritize UCW. Pero kung talagang may specific na course, ang dami po naming programs available, ang dami po naming partners na school, pati po sa ibang lugar. Pero again, this is a UCW event. Tingnan po muna natin yung programs ni UCW. Kasi yung MBA naman, po pwede po siya kahit anong natapos ng program. Ako po, I'm a nurse by profession, pero I have MBA. Nag-focus nga lang in entrepreneurship. Pero nurse ako by profession. Okay? Pwede ba mag-apply ng program in Manitoba? Pwede rin naman, specifically kung may kamag-anak in Manitoba.
Hello.
Also in Calgary, Alberta. Yes.
Good morning po. I have a question po sana.
Sure.
I am already on my third year college with a course of BS Accountancy po. So if I will go with student visa, do I have to start back at first year college in Canada? Or what are the other options po?
Yes.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Yes, sure, Mr. Alex. Ikaw ang pinaka-qualified na sumagot sa tanong niya.
Okay, since you are in accounting, you can take up our business course and then merong mga subjects that could be credited so hindi ka babalik sa first year. In my so kung second year ba, third year, baka mga 1.5 years mo na lang kunin yung program natin because of some of the subjects will be credited. This is of course with the analysis or the review ng ating admission. So hindi ka babalik sa first year. Okay.
Okay po.
Okay. So, Miss
Salamat po.
Justin, so he answered your question already. At least, di ba, may cross-crediting na pwedeng mag-credit yung ibang subjects mo. At least makakatipid ka na rin sa tuition fee. O pwede. Di ba? Pwede pala na magkaroon ng crediting sa mga subjects mo. So, i-assess siya ng registrar, ng admission staff ng UCW. Okay.
Yeah. For for advance for advance review, you can check yung website na UCW. Nandun yung subjects natin. Available pwede ma-cross credit.
Okay, thank you, Sir Alex. Another question dito, ma'am, pwede po bang work lang po? Okay, so dito po sa Learn Earn Live program namin, you have to study, we have to apply for student visa application, guys. Para open work permit din yung makukuha nyo after studying. So, if work lang po, POEA po yan, but if student visa pathway po, dito po yan sa World Connect, guys. So, we are licensed as an immigration consultancy firm. Okay. So, other questions? Okay, other question. May I know how much the total show money for a student visa? If single application po, guys, formula is you should show the capacity na makakapay ka ng tuition fee and the living cost. So these are yung bank certificate and bank statements. I-explain po namin yan when you visit our branch. And doon din sa 5 giant steps po, i-discuss po namin yung sa show money part. If hindi po fluent ng English, question from Miss Lady, meron pong Duolingo na English test po. Inaalaw pa rin po yan ng UCW. It's only around $50 po if magte-take po kayo ng Duolingo para ma-check natin yung English level niyo po. Miss Mary, how about sa mga students lang po for freshmen? Ayan. Yung freshman college, so graduate po kayo ng K-12, then pwede tayo sa bachelor course ng UCW po.
Again, don't worry kung hindi fluent sa English. Kasi as long as nakakaintindi ka ng barok English, nakakapagsalita ka, nakakapag-communicate ka, kahit pa yung English mo, it's not that fluent, it's okay. Kung ang mga Chinese nga, di ba, hindi talaga marunong magsalita ng English, they are successful in Canada, what more tayong Pilipino. And eventually, matututunan mo rin maging fluent pag nandun ka na. Because every day, you have to speak in English. So eventually, may enhance yung communication skills mo. So don't worry. So mga high school graduate, old curriculum, okay. So we have to check, okay, kung po pwede. Kasi dapat
Yes, ma'am. Accepted na recently. So pwede na uli yung mga nasa old curriculum to take up the MBA, and we have lowered down, nag-improve na yung ating admissions that we could give the offer letter in 5 working days. So na-solve na yung problem ko.
Wow, that's good. That's good news, Mr. Alex. Mabuti naman. Okay, so I'm an agriculture grad and working in a farm as admin and trainer. May agriculture related po ba na course na pwede kunin? Ako masasuggest ko, if you're already a bachelor's degree in agriculture, why not get an MBA? Kasi nga yung MBA program is a generic course na pwede kahit sino. Kasi kung agriculture, graduate ka na din naman ng agriculture. Yung foundation, meron ka na. Pero to run, let's say a farm, admin, operations, marketing, maganda yan kung may MBA ka. So yung ibang aspeto, mas matututunan mo sa MBA program. Kasi you have already the foundation sa agriculture. Do you assist if the client yung magpili ng school? Pwede din naman, pero mas maganda po affiliated na school po namin. Kasi at least we have a direct relationship with the school. Pwede namin makausap yung mga marketing managers at mas mapapadali yung application po ninyo. Rather than hindi namin partner yung school na pipiliin po ninyo. I hope, Miss Thala Rostike, I have answered your question. Okay. Marine transportation grad, walang work experience, pwede mag-apply. Mr. Alex, graduate ng marine transportation.
Marine, oh yes, pwede naman. Ito nga lang yung part na kunwari, no problem naman kahit na iba yung course nyo. Actually, mas gusto nga ng embassy yung iba yung hindi related eh. Kasi talagang mag-aaral yan. So, yun nga lang, if it's a different, pag wala kay managerial, yun na-mention ko kanina, baka mabigyan kayo ng foundation program. Pero sa one-on-one nyo with World Connect, gagawan natin ng paraan yan. Pag-uusapan natin, not on air, okay? Kung ano yung gagawin natin para mawala yung foundation. Alright?
Okay. So yun. So even if you don't have a work experience, pwedeng tanggapin ng UCW, meron lang, pwedeng magkaroon ka lang ng foundation program since wala kang experience as a manager. Okay? Kasi pag MBA, medyo mataas na qualification na yan. So if you don't have any work experience, you can still be accepted subject either with foundation program or wala. Sa akin, even naman magkaroon ka ng foundation program, if that would help you sa pag-aaral mo sa MBA, why not? Diba? This is an investment. Wala naman pong shortcut. Diba long-term yung goal natin, maging successful tayo. If nakikita namin na weak yung degree mo, weak yung work experience, and kailangan talaga yung foundation program, i-grab mo na yun. Kasi again, you're investing on yourself. Kailangan nating i-make sure na magiging successful ka sa Canada. So if you need to do additional units or programs, mas mabuti nang i-grab natin yun. Kasi again, at the end of the day, buhay natin yan eh. We want na maging maayos yung pathway natin sa Canada. Okay, my son is college level. He is he is into studies this time. So, okay lang if nasa college level. Pwede naman na ituloy na lang sa UCW, kumuha ng another bachelor's degree, and pa-check natin yung pwedeng i-cross credit na program. So, pwede naman pong tanggapin yon. Miss Emilia, yung anak po ninyo. Ano yung qualification para ma-avail yung scholarship? If you have attended the seminar, the Zoom event this morning, sabi ni Mr. Alex, right away he can give $7,000 scholarship. So basta po sabihin lang na nag-attend kayo ng event ngayong umaga. Okay? So, Miss Jonaline and Nero, isubmit na po yung CV sa branch na nag-invite po sa'yo. O, Mr. Alex, magkano na lang po yung tuition fee? Sabi ng isang kliyente rito.
Minus the scholarship, lumalabas mga 28, 29
Yes,
para sa 28, 29 para sa whole program na yun.
Okay. So the program for MBA is 29,000 Canadian dollars sa buong 2 years. Take note po, buong 2 years pag MBA.
Actually, ma'am,
natin,
they could finish that only for 1.5 years. Pero yung PGWP nila, up to 3 years pa rin, hindi affected.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. Alex. So, MBA is normally 2 years yan. Pero depende kasi sa gusto ng aplikante. You can get courses na mas earlier or pwede mong tapusin na instead na 2 years, 1.5 na lang. So kahit 1.5 years lang yung program na kinuha mo sa MBA, still 2 to 3 years pa rin yung open work permit mo, yung postgraduate work visa. So 3 taon pa din na pwede ka mag-work full-time after finishing the MBA na 1.5 lang. Okay? And yung 29,000 po, hindi mo siya ibabayad right away. Tingi-tingi naman siya. So may option na installment muna, or pwede bayaran mo yung 1-year tuition, or pwede naman installment yung payment. How much ang pinakamababa? Pag-uusapan po natin yan sa office para tingnan natin yung capacity ninyo to pay. Kung kaya partial, di partial po tayo. Kung kaya full payment na 1 year, tapos yung 2nd year, installment na lang sa Canada, pwede din yun. So pag-uusapan po natin yan sa office. Depende sa financial capacity ng aplikante. Ako po, ma'am, for freshman college, kung makaka-avail po ba ako niyan? Yes. Pwede. Kahit freshman, undergrad, degree holder, still may 7,000 scholarship ka. Basta, again, wag nang patagalin kasi baka mawala yung scholarship na yan. So, do the step 1 ASAP. O, Miss Mela, ano ba yung matanong?
Meron dito, kung hospitality management po ang course namin dito, ano po pwedeng course na kukunin sa Canada? And ano po kung hindi fluent daw sa English, Miss Kat?
Hospitality grad, so pwede rin MBA. Again, anybody, kahit anong program mo, you can study MBA program. If married, again, masasama for MBA, the spouse can work full-time. Diba?
Yeah, don't worry if yung course nyo is different o yung background. Meron akong mga archaeologist, meron akong architect, meron din akong dentista. So they're all taking up the MBA kasi they already have the skills. Like in dentist, magaling na siyang dentista pero gusto niya i-expand yung mga clinic niya, kailangan niya ng business acumen, they take up the MBA. So it doesn't matter kung ano yung background niyo, but you know, MBA is practically for everyone.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Ayan. What are the benefits of having a relative in Canada, Miss Kat?
Of course, kung may kamag-anak ka sa Canada, kahit paano di na yung tirahan. Sabi ko nga, Miss Mela, kahit hindi ka mag-anak, hindi mo talaga direct relative. Pinsan ng pinsan, kapinsanin mo na. Kasi sayang kung free accommodation, di ba? If you have relatives, pwede ka makisuyo na doon ka na muna tumira. As much as possible, if you can save money, at may kamag-anak din lang naman, doon ako tumira. So yun yung benefit. May mag-guide din sa'yo kahit paano hindi ka mangangapa how to settle down because you have a relative. Diba? So yun ang maganda dyan. Hi, pwede po mag-request ng designated agent kung ang applicant ay working abroad. Hi, Mr. Mike. you can choose any World Connect manager or branch kung saan mo gusto. Then, siya po ang tututok sa application mo together with our documentation officer. Kasi meron po kaming staff na nag-handle ng documents. Lahat ng branches, hinati po namin yan sa 4. So, kung halimbawa piliin mo Manila, may in-charge na documentation officer naman for Manila na mag-a-assist sa'yo paano i-comply yung mga requirements together with Ms. Carmela. Okay, so kung hindi ka uwi ng Philippines, it's okay. Pwede mo gawin lahat sa Dubai. Even your biometrics, your medical. Ang dami po namin kliyente from Singapore, from Middle East, Hong Kong, na hindi po namin nakikita. Lahat online lang ang pag-submit ng requirements. Okay? I'm a tourism graduate and currently working as a cashier in pharmacy. Pwede bang mag-grant ako sa international student? Of course, pwede naman. As long as you comply the embassy requirements, isubmit mo lang. Okay, ano po ba yung pwede mangyari sa application? First is, pwede kang mag-grant automatic approval. 60 to 80% ganyan po ang grants ng Pilipinas for international student visa. Okay, ano naman yung possibility? May chance na pwede kang ma-decline or ma-refuse. Take note, nobody can guarantee any visa kasi ang bibigay po ng visa, it's the embassy. It's not World Connect. Ang trabaho po ni World Connect, tingnan yung papeles ninyo, i-assist po kayo with our immigration advisor para ma-check kung tama yung mga requirements na sinusubmit natin. Pero po, ang mag-grant ng application, it's the embassy, it's not World Connect. Knock on wood, na-refuse yung application, ano ang mangyayari? If ma-refuse yung application, huwag kang mag-quit. Pwede kang mag-reapply ulit. Multiple times pwede kang mag-reapply. Ang kagandahan po kay World Connect, wala ka nang babayaran na step 1, step 2 na mga signing or processing fee kasi bayad ka na. Ang binabayaran ng pag-reapply, it's the visa fee, which is 10,000 to 11,000 pesos lang. So ang kagandahan po, pag na-refuse ka sa first application, nilalagay naman ng embassy yung reason ng denial. So ang ginagawa po natin dyan, i-assess yung refusal, then you would do the reapplication. So ang binabayaran lang, visa fee. Nangyari po yan sa kliyente namin, si Miss Milante, na-refuse siya ng unang application, she's working in Metro Bank. Sunod na application sa pangalawang relodgement, nag-grant na po. Nasa Canada na po siya ngayon. Okay, so don't worry. So pwede ka naman mag-reapply. As long as wala kang fraudulent papers, wala kang ginawang kalokohan sa application, you can do the reapplication anytime. But again, don't worry kasi the approval rate is mataas naman kumpara noong panahon. Madami na pong grants ngayon si Canada, especially from World Connect, ang dami namin paalis this March. So I'm a tourism graduate. Sorry, will the spouse be helped in looking for a job? Hindi po kami recruitment agency, pero kagandahan po kay World Connect, ang dami na po namin aplikante na paalis and pwede namin kausapin to help you for your part-time jobs. Kasi may kliyente kami tatlo ang part-time, hindi niya na kaya. Binibigay sa aplikante namin, sinishare yung mga part-time work nila. Again, sa 6,000 plus na paalis ni World Connect, sa dami po, Australia, New Zealand, Canada na kliyente, meron na po tayong mga networks in Canada na pwede natin kausapin to help you also. But again, we don't guarantee any job kasi hindi kami recruitment agency, but we can also help and assist you. Miss Mel, ano pa ba? Naka-mute ka, Miss Mel.
Ayan po. So meron dito, marami pong question dito, Miss Kath, grade 11 sila na gusto nilang gusto nilang mag-Canada. So pwede naman po. So i-assess po natin yan. Just visit our branch. Sama nyo na yung parents nyo po para ma-explain po namin sa inyo. Another question, I graduated last 2019 from Master of Education in Biology and currently taking units for Master of Science in Biology. Ano po kayang program best for me? Meron po bang aligned credential ko or I'm allowed to teach in Canada while mag-aaral ng Masters? Okay. With this po, kailangan natin ma-assess, no? Kasi may masters na po kayo and you're currently taking units for another master. of Science. Gaya po ng sabi ni Sir Alex, pwede naman mag-MBA kahit ibang course yung kinuha nyo or yung previous course nyo or current course. Pwede naman po as long as ma-explain natin ng maayos sa study plan kung bakit mag-MBA. How much po yung total amount if ever qualified po ako for student visa? Miss Vera Dia, makaka-receive po kayo ng 5 giant steps para makita nyo yung breakdown of processing, visa fee, tuition fee as well after po the assessment. So please send your resume, guys, para ma-assess po natin. Ayan, so
Graduate ng 2 years ng IT, pwede ba sa MBA? Hindi po. Kasi dapat, for MBA, dapat bachelor's degree holder ka. Kasi itong IT niya is 2 years lang. Pero pwede naman sa...
Pwede siya kumuha ng Associate of Arts na parang postgraduate diploma namin. This is only also for 1.5 years.
Okay. So, hindi MBA, pero ibang program. So, don't worry, Mr. Jimmy Joy Mercado. So again, pwede. Ibang programs lang, hindi lang po MBA. Okay, yung 56 years old, Miss Grace Berdine, sabi nga kanina ni Mr. Alex, yes, he can accept kasi may nag-grad pa siya, di ba, na mas matured na. Okay, so pwede kang mag-MBA. In terms of management experience, leadership role experience like technical lead, ma-accept mo ba, Mr. Alex, for the MBA?
Yes, ma'am. It's still gonna be accepted.
Okay, great. So at least po pwede for MBA. Okay, so nasagot na ito ni Mr. Alex, the tuition fee is more or less 28,000 to 29,000 for 2 years. Actually, pumura na yan. Kasi sa Australia, ang MBA is $30,000 per year. Dito kay Mr. Alex, 29,000, 2 years na. So lumalabas parang 14,000 plus lang. 15,000 more or less a year. So per year, 15,000 Canadian dollars. Sa Australia po, 30,000 per year. So tipid na tipid po kayo for Canada.
And initial deposit po is only 3,000 for UCW. And after mag-grant, pwede nyo pong isettle yung isang term, yung balance ng isang term. Or you can also pay 1 semester or the whole year. Kayo po. So flexible naman. So may tanong po dito. When it comes to show money, may ano pong kailangan kung ang tita niya ang magsusponsor? So if si tita po nasa ibang bansa, yun, magpo-provide lang po siya. If working po siya doon, po-provide siya ng mga proof of employment, proof of relationship, proof of identification, and letter of support po. So i-explain po natin yan. Sa step 1 pa lang, marireceive nyo yung list of requirements po. Para po dun sa gustong mag-attend ulit ng webinar po, meron tayo nito every week. So balikan nyo lang po yung nag-send sa inyo ng link for this morning's webinar para masendan kayo ng Zoom link again.
Okay, mag-graduate pa lang ng K-12, pwede na ba siya mag-apply? Yes. Again, kahit po wala pa yung diploma, wala pa yung transcript, you can do the initial requirements muna kahit CV, valid ID, to follow yung certificate or diploma. Pwede naman yun. Ang importante, at least maka-start na, maka-attend na ng mga seminars, yung mga trainings, how to make the study plan, documentation training, at least tumatakbo na may ginagawa na tayo sa application while waiting sa diploma or transcript. So, hospitality management, pwede pong MBA yan. Okay? Pwede ba mag-work more than 20 hours? Again, we have to be visa compliant. Take note, on a student visa, pag if the class is on session, you're only allowed to work 20 hours. Pero during vacation, holiday, break, you can work full-time. Okay? So, pwede mag-enroll sa UCW kahit po magka-graduate ng K-12 to follow na lang yung mga ibang requirements sa school. Okay. Matutulungan ba for part-time work? Again, we can help you. We can contact our previous students na nasa Canada na para mag-guide po yung mga gusto ng assistance for part-time work also. So yung may mga iba't ibang courses po kasi ang daming mga may tanong kung qualified, what program to give. Huwag na po magpa-stress. Unang gawin, i-send yung resume sa branch na nag-invite po sa inyo. Then we will give you the cost, the 5 giant steps. Then we will give you the program na appropriate po sa inyo. So titinan po natin, magkaroon tayo ng course matching. So my cousin would like to study as well, 31 years old. Last school is 2012. Pwede po ba? Tingnan po natin again. We have to check also the work experience. So the best thing to do is to make your detailed resume. Okay, if undergraduate program, yes, meron pa rin po kayong open work permit. So kahit hindi po MBA, kahit bachelor's degree, still you have 2 to 3 years postgraduate work permit. So don't worry. Okay. Ayan, yung Associate of Arts, nasabi na rin ni Mr. Alex, still 2 to 3 years work permit po yun. Pwede po bayaran after ng schooling? Hindi po. Ang tuition fee po, you have to pay partial. As mentioned by Ms. Carmela, $3,000 Canadian initial fee, that's more or less 120,000 pesos. Yan yung initial cash out sa school. Hindi ka pwedeng walang ibayad na tuition fee sa school kasi we have to apply for your visa. Kailangan ipakita natin na sincere kang gusto mo mag-aral. That's why you paid a minimal deposit. Okay? What are the jobs na pwede mong pasukan after you finish MBA? Ang dami po. It's a very broad program. Pwede ka sa operations, marketing, finance. Di ba? Ang dami.
Yes. And nasa Vancouver po ito, Miss Kat. So marami pong work opportunities in Vancouver.
Yes. True, Miss Mela. And itong aplikante, meron na po siyang US visa. May advantage po ba na ma-approve? Iba naman po ang assessment ng Canada sa US. But we will declare na meron kang US visa grant before para mapakita natin na bumalik ka ng Pilipinas and you have previous travel. Kahit pa paano, this is a positive information about you na we have to declare sa application.
May question dito, Ms. Kat, for the dependents po, if ever family application sa children, until what age po ang pwede makasama or may age limit po ba for dependents, Ms. Kat?
Better minor, below 18 years old ang masasama natin. Kasi minor age, so at least yan yung tinatawag natin na dependents mo pa. So below 18 years old. Tungkol po sa show money, may kita po akong nasa ibang bansa na mag-sponsor sa akin. Anong kailangan i-produce? Don't worry, we will guide you pati sa mga requirements ng sponsor. May mga trainings po kami, Zoom trainings, pati paano mag-comply ng requirements ng sponsor, ano mga ispapadalang papeles ng sponsor. You will discuss that everything. Pag kliyente ka namin, i-guide ka po namin step by step. Pwede bang bayaran lahat kung may trabaho na sa Canada? Pwede naman yung balance mo sa tuition. So while you're earning, bayaran mo installment yung kulang mo sa tuition fee. Pero yung partial deposit, bago umalis ng Pilipinas, kailangan mo po yun bayaran. Kasi part yun ng visa application natin sa embassy na nagbayad ka ng tuition fee. Okay? May school na daw siya sa Canada. Paano po ba? Please contact the branch na nag-invite po sa'yo para tingnan natin kung ano pwede natin gawin. Pero normally po kasi kung may ibang school na hindi namin tinatanggap yung application, pero tingnan po natin. Submit pa rin po yung CV sa branch na nag-invite sa inyo and sabihin po na meron ka ng offer of place from the school.
Para po dun sa mga grade 11, bachelor course po pwede.
Okay, may live-in partner ako, pwede ba siya mag-aral? Pwede. Both of you can study a program. Or pwede din naman, yung live-in partner mo mag-work na lang full-time. Kasi pwede ka naman magsama ng live-in partner. Not necessarily ng merit. Okay?
May question dito, Miss Kat. How much po payment if magpa-assist lang para sa student visa? May school na po daw siya sa Canada. Dahil may kapatid siya doon, i-assure lang po namin dahil may dalawa na daw siyang denial or refused visa.
Okay, pag may refused application na, we don't just accept the documents. Tingnan po muna namin yung letter of refusal. If hindi sa amin okay yung refusal letter mo, then we will not accept the application. So tingnan po muna namin yung refusal letter before po namin sabihin kung tatanggapin po namin kayo or hindi. Okay? Yung work permit po ba applicable after study or before the study? Okay. As a student visa holder, allowed ka po mag-work 20 hours a week. Pagkatapos ng course sa UCW, you can work full-time hanggang 3 taon. 2 to 3 years po yung post-study work visa po ninyo makukuha. So gusto mong sabihin, pagtapos mo ng course, hindi ka na po babalik ng Pilipinas. Working full-time na po yan. Pwede po kayo mag-submit ng requirements through email. Okay? Or pwede po kayo mag-visit ng office. Mag-walk-in na lang kayo sa branch. Kung kapatid ang kasama, pwede po ba? Hindi. Pwede mong isama as your dependents, only spouse and kids. Okay? So age limit, sabi nga ni Mr. Alex, pwede niyang tanggapin until 58. Tama, Mr. Alex? Kasi hanggang 59 na.
59 nga na-approve eh.
O, diba? Wow, 59 years old. Kasi nga naman, we don't discriminate anybody. If you want to study a course, hindi naman din issue yung edad as long as you finish the program. Okay? So, yung lahat ng mga tanong natin, almost nasagot na natin, Mr. Alex. We will entertain. Meron pa bang tanong? Last question. How much lahat-lahat? Again, we will give you the 5 giant steps sa mga emails ninyo. Basta, ma-check muna namin yung CV. So anyway, we're done, Ms. Mela. Mr. Alex, thank you so much for joining our event.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Kat. I really appreciate this for guesting me, ano ah?
Thank you, Mr. Alex. We appreciate your support regards to the UCW team. And sa lahat po, salamat po sa pag-attend ng event natin ngayong umaga. Again, nilagay po namin dito yung mga different contact ng different branches. Ayan, may cellphone, may address. Paki-email na lang yung mga branches na nag-invite po sa inyo, paki-send yung CV. Huwag pong pakawalan yung opportunity na to kasi again, bibihira po magkaroon ng $7,000 scholarship. Wala po ibang eskwelahan na nagbibigay nito. And i-avail din po yung 8,000 additional discount yung World Connect since nag-attend po kayo ng orientation ngayong umaga. Alamin po yung discount kung paano ma-avail sa different branches. Again, maraming salamat po. Be safe and thank you so much for attending our event. Okay.